want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky.
Alrighty, so we are back. Hello, everybody. Hello, panel. How are you?
Hello.
Good evening, morning.
Hello.
Hello.
How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing all right, hopefully?
Hello.
All right, hello.
Not coroned yet.
Awesome.
Oh no.
Hopefully not at all, but you know, at least we don't have to actually be in the same room as anybody here, so
That's true.
we can virtually share germs. Oh,
Hello.
zip it. Oh my goodness.
Did everybody turn their head?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna make you cover your mouth.
Yeah, do we have to like elbow bump still even here?
Yes. So I'm glad to be back. I did miss out not being here last week. It was rough, even though I definitely desperately needed the sleep and the rest, but it's not the same not being here. So I'm glad we're back, and I'm glad we have everybody here from the live the panel and the live chat as well. So we will get right into intros. So we'll go down the list here. We got Jen Morgan.
Jesus Christ. You never do me first.
No, Jen Morgan, not Jesus.
I was busy
Phrasing.
having coffee.
Wait,
Holy
Jen.
cow.
Oh, hang on.
Jen, why
Hi.
would you object to being
Nice
first?
to
Are
see
you
you all.
saying you'd like to be sloppy seconds?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Jen Morgan, star of stage, screen, and some of the finest back alleys at Harvard. How are you all tonight? Hope you're going to have a good time today. Next.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jen. From there, we'll go over to Glober Mom.
Hi, guys. Nice to be here.
Hi. got anything fun going on coming up?
Not just doing videos. Just had my 400 subscriber special, so now I'm back
Awesome.
at doing other videos. So
Well, we're glad to hear that. We also have Mom NATO with us tonight.
Hello, folks. Welcome to, as always, the lovely, wonderful Psy Strikes movie night.
Yeah, it's something. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what to call it, but it's a thing that happens.
Yeah. We're just becoming a weekly thing.
It is. Yep.
My whole house is taken up by it.
Well, with that, we also have Chris Kelling tonight.
Good evening, and thanks for letting me be here. It really kind of keeps me off the streets. And I did have one exciting thing happen. I went and saw Blue Man Group, and so I'm still coming down
cool.
from that.
oh, nice.
Oh,
Lucky
very
I
bastard.
love Blue Man
Yes.
Group.
Yeah, that's
You
awesome.
lucky bastard.
But the opportunity presented itself, and I was like, yes. So
I think they're
on with the stupid, though.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you got to do that. And we have with us tonight RJ.
Oh, hi. I already put my shameless plug. I put the link into The Rocks Were There into the live chat, so everybody can follow that one. It's out. It's out.
RJ, when are you gonna upload a picture of your beautiful face?
Oh, gee. Well, anybody on Twitter can see. Like this is beautiful.
There we go. That's much better.
So
There we go.
Mr. RJ Martin.
My mug isn't on the new book though because they only had a spot for one, so Jackson gets to have his picture up there. To which he was disappointed.
Okay.
So Mr. RJ Martin, when is the sequel?
Yeah, and between the two of us, I think Jackson and I have like the next 5 or 6 years of effort planned because we have a bunch of books that we will be doing in due course.
No, so you'll be following the George R.R. Martin way of writing books.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, and I'd like to get that on the Paralogs of Phileas Fogg. Get that because I'm working on the second book, and there should be that out maybe this year as well.
Awesome. Well, we also have with us tonight Mr. Bo.
Mr. Bo.
I'm breathing.
Yay.
Hello, Bo. I'm glad you're breathing. Also glad to have you here with us. We miss you when you're not here.
Well, what time zone are you in?
That one.
Ahead of us.
The real one?
Oh
European.
my goodness.
CEST.
I think you're 5 hours ahead of us.
Yeah. I'm in CEST, so that would be plus 6 hours EST.
Central European Standard Time.
Yep.
Well, that reminds me,
joke.
spring forward on Saturday night, Sunday morning.
So Bo,
How's that coming?
Okay.
Bo, when you
I
do something, are
refuse.
you gonna
I will
assess
not
it?
do that.
Oh my god.
I never reset any of my clocks. I will not do it.
My phone does it automatically, and that's all I really care about.
Well, yeah, and so it's the TV and everything else in my life
Yeah.
except the one in the car. That one I leave alone.
Yeah, and we should always, everybody should just use not UTC, Zulu time.
Yeah, UTC, same thing.
Just go Greenwich Mean Time the way Phileas Fogg does.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Well, we also have with us tonight.
Can I,
Sean
RJ? I got a
P.
question.
Yep, I'm
RJ,
still
I have a question you could probably answer. If Greenwich is so mean, why do we use it as our main feature?
because it's angry if we don't.
It's just so mean.
It bullies us into it.
Yep. That's it.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Well, thanks for that, Jen.
Did you get that a limit on the number of bad puns you have available?
Yeah, do not open the floodgates.
No, I don't read memos either.
Well, we also have with us tonight Sean Hufford.
I'm still me.
You are you, yes.
Are you sure you're still you?
Yeah, believe it or not, I actually checked.
Okay, that's good. That's reassuring.
Yeah, isn't it?
Stability's good.
What are you up to lately?
About 6'4".
Oh my god. Anyway, that was the last time we ever saw Sean Hufford. And then we have with us tonight Tornado.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. So I believe Tornado wanted to plug something that he's been supporting lately, so I did give him the opportunity to do that. So Tornado, if you'd like, you have a little bit of time for that.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tornado Pelt, and I asked for permission to do this from both Striking and the developers of the storm chasing game Outbreak. It's a game that's being funded on Kickstarter. They've already reached their goal, but they need more help to get to their stretch goals, one of which includes offline chasing. Their goal was $30,000 in Canadian, of course, not US dollars, which is the only real dollars that matter. But still, the fact of the matter is they've reached their goal, but they're trying to get to the stretch goals. Outbreak is a multiplayer storm chasing game in development right now that can be set in, or that is set in a fictitious reproduction of America's Tornado Alley, where storms basically appear as they do in our real world. Multiple
because
people
it
can
is
chase
Canadian,
storms.
they're all really polite tornadoes.
Yeah. You can take pictures and deploy probes and things along that nature to
cool.
get more points and upgrade your vehicles. And Well, it's going to be released on Steam. And by the way, I've checked the Steam page, and they have one. So they're
Very cool.
serious about this whole thing.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. And thank you for that, Tornado. I do appreciate it.
Can you post the Kickstarter link in the live chat, please?
Probably at
Hey,
some point.
Your tornado chasing fix.
You're asking me to do a lot here, Tornado. I can't
Yeah, I could
even...
probably find it.
Let me help.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Shut up, Sean. Making
I'll
fun
post
of me
it
over
there.
here.
Tab.
I got it. I
Uh-huh.
just posted it.
And then.
Thank
There
you.
It's
you
posted.
go.
Look at
You're
that.
welcome.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, so one last thing before we do get started.
Hi, Pucho.
Sean and I are raising funds for our move. We had to unceremoniously start moving again after just a couple months here. We have some major issues with our current maintenance guy and therefore our landlord. Maintenance guy lives in the building, never met the landlord, but maintenance guy doesn't like us a whole lot. So he's been making up some stuff lately to get us evicted, and it's kind of coming to a head with the landlord. So we are having to move, hopefully, at the latest by the end of the month. So we did wind up having to start a GoFundMe just for the security deposit. Rent is, obviously covered. It's affordable. But having to come up with another security deposit only a couple months after moving the last time has been a little rough. So I will go ahead and put those links in the live chat. Please don't feel obligated to donate, but just sharing the links definitely helps a lot. Just getting the word out there. If anybody doesn't want to use GoFundMe, the PayPal link is there as well. I think that's about all I got for plugs this week. I have not tried throwing rocks at him. I think that would probably only escalate the situation.
Yeah.
So
No, but you feel so much better.
How you doing?
I
towards the
know, I
goal?
really would. I mean, maybe on the last day before we move, before we give them the keys
Exactly.
back.
As you're leaving, throw a rock.
Exactly.
There you go.
So I'm gonna bring up our wheel here. So
The wheel.
yeah, so we have an interesting wheel tonight. Something happened with the one section there. I don't know what happened there.
Well, hopefully we don't get that one.
Which one was that?
Can't
I
read
have
that
no
one.
idea. Oh, cure yourself.
Oh, that's the cure yourself. That's right. All right. So on the wheel tonight we have no FAP/semen retention. We also have
What?
What?
I think the title says it all. We don't even need to see the video.
Exactly. Exactly.
We also have your sacral chakra, made her do it, featuring our lovely lady that we had on Valentine's Day with the polka dots.
Miss Polka
all over
Dots.
her. Yes, Miss Polka Dots.
I gotta launder my chakras
Oh
again.
my
Exactly.
No.
And then we also have the scientific proof that you can cure yourself.
Wow, you beat
Boy,
it
that's
out.
clearly worth
I don't.
Of what?
Just the-
Anything.
Scientific
of the
proof.
thing that you can cure yourself with.
That's right,
Literally
that's right.
everything.
Hey.
Can't argue with that.
There's only one good way to cure yourself, and that's to kill yourself.
Does it
Wow.
involve Kanoki
I'm not sure how to
foot pads?
take that kit soon.
Yeah.
Here's how you cure yourself. Channel
Apparently-
70 trillion volts of lightning through your body.
There you go.
Oh dear.
Well, I hope
According
he takes the
to
time to talk
the
about
And make
them
the-
then.
Cavalier Iron.
Well, there's also the gravity cure. It's the not the fall that does it. It's the sudden stop.
Yeah, it's something
Exactly.
about
Well, when I
that,
say
yeah.
the 70 trillion volt cure, that's the kind of cure that also cures 75% of the contiguous United States along with you.
Just remember, Tornado, it's not the voltage that kills you, it's the combination of voltage and temperature. But then again,
No,
at that-
it's actually
at that
not going to be the
voltage-
voltage that kills you. Well, it might be the voltage.
Well,
that
let's-
it's the
Well,
So,
anyway,
it's
we're
the
gonna
sudden
move on, and we're
transformation
gonna go ahead and
Moving
of your
spin the
body
wheel.
into plasma.
Anyway, we're
Moving
gonna go
on.
ahead and spin the wheel because it looks like chat is excited for our stupid tonight.
Yes.
Awesome. Wheel of misfortune. Turn, turn, turn. Show us the stupid that we should burn. Spin it.
Oh, it's no FAP.
Oh,
That's a
here
spin
we
long
go
Oh
again.
yes, here we go again. This was a Sean favorite for the night, so he's excited about this one.
And the best part is, I only saw like the first 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Let me guess, it's stupid.
It only took
I mean,
you
Well,
would it
it's
be
on
this
here,
show?
so it's got to be.
Wouldn't be on this show if it wasn't.
Exactly.
Is it okay if I call a preemptive drink?
It wouldn't be
What
a show
stopped
without
you
you doing
before?
that, Tornado.
That's true. I know, that's the wrong one. I guess
Tornado, how long does it take you? You're so young.
Yeah.
I'm drinking tea, okay? Today I am literally a
What's going on,
teetotal.
guys?
Oh, we still have the wheel on the page.
Yes, we do.
That's about to be
I
correct.
don't
Looks
know
funny.
why
But it does give a nice big head.
Although
That looks funny.
it's entertaining either way.
I don't
Wheel is
spin the
there,
wheel.
make it go away.
Hey, guys, maybe it's a good thing.
I do have a
There we
question
go.
for Kitson Cavalier is, why am I a bitch?
I think she meant your dog picture on the.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
He's definitely not a bitch.
He
Well, at
probably
least
is not. You're
Not
correct.
that you've asked him.
I just gotta
So
change
we're
that.
having another dose of incel tonight? Is that it?
Yes.
Oh my god, he looks like Red Pill
apparently.
Philosopher's brother.
Oh my.
He's he looks special.
His mustache
happy.
isn't strange enough.
That's true. That's
Well, it
true.
can't be all bad. He's a ginger.
That's true. I don't know. There can be.
But is he a
some-
natural ginger?
Well, once they steal enough souls, they become really nice.
Okay.
Jeez.
So, in your
Jen.
opinion, how many souls have I taken then?
You're welcome.
I heard your number was up to like 1,700, which I understand is about right for a European ginger.
Well, remember, European gingers are worth a lot more than American ones.
I know. it only takes
Boy.
1,000
Does that
in
mean you're
America.
sweeter
And that
than
joke's still
an
fine.
American one?
This guy irks me right out of the
Yeah.
gate for the simple fact that his beard hair is longer than his head hair.
It's true.
Well, you notice his beard hair is actually lighter than the top of his head, so
Yes.
Well,
Which
that's
that's
has-
not,
why I
that's
actually
not
see a
something
natural
on
ginger.
We'll just blame
That
it
is
on
not
Red
an
Wings.
unnatural thing,
If
though.
I had hair, you'd see that my beard is grayer than my head. So
Which head?
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
one that's publicly acceptable.
I guess we're ready. Let's get this over
Yeah,
with.
I
He's
mean,
smiling. It
as
must
ready
be
as we can
science.
ever be. So, all right, are we all set? We're gonna get going. Here we go.
What's going on, guys? Our views back
Oh,
again.
God,
Another
you
video.
did that thing.
Today's
God.
video, we finally did it.
Oh my
Hang
god.
10, sir, for
Yo,
doing
yo, 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 yo.
That semen retention and no fat actually gives you superpowers, gives you more energy.
They need to-
Wait, whoa, drink!
superpowers.
I think they heard. Hello, Terry. Feel free to hop on in, Terry, if you want. The links in the
Okay.
Twitter. So drink calls. We have a tornado with the hand up first.
Can we back that up for a second? Because I couldn't hear it because everyone was talking over the damn video.
Yes, we can.
But I think he
suppose.
just said
There
not
we go.
masturbating gives you superpowers.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
pretty
you
accurate.
I want to be sure that's exactly what he said. So can you repeat that part?
I mean, I did back it up, but that is definitely what he said.
I will point out
And
that everybody called drink at 15 seconds. The amount of time I've actually watched
And
this
I-
video.
if he did, in fact, say this, we'll see it in a moment here.
Yes.
For at least us guys, maybe me, I don't know. It depends on what you're looking at during this test. Superpowers? Yeah, depends on who you're looking at.
Flying higher than a kite, maybe.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll just say if you don't fap long enough, you definitely have a divining rod going on most of the time.
Can we just watch what he? Can I just listen to what he
Oh my
says?
god.
Yeah, we will in just a sec. All right.
Doesn't this
You're
guy
killing me,
automatically?
Sean.
Doesn't this guy automatically disqualify himself just because he makes that hand symbol?
Yes.
Gnarly, dude!
Yeah. It's probably
So
from
I'm
the
so about
middle
to
of the
have the
country
most
where there's no
excellent
surfing
video.
whatsoever.
All right, let's
Anyway,
go
here we
on.
go. We're gonna play it back. So listen close.
Proof that semen retention and no fat actually gives you superpowers, gives you more energy.
Yeah, drink.
Yeah.
Drink.
Semen semen retention and no fap
Oh my
gives you
gosh.
superpowers.
Yep.
I'm not an expert on biology. Kids, do we get superpowers from no fap?
No.
I don't think that's how that works. Jen,
But
you had your hand up?
Tornado, where did your superpowers come from?
I don't have any.
Because you fap too much.
Obviously,
Even if
you're not
I
a part
didn't
of no
fap,
fap.
I still wouldn't have any.
Oh, trust me, the number of times I get told to go away, he's having me time.
Okay, just out of curiosity, how often do you have to wash his socks?
Oh dear.
Socks, thank God.
I don't use socks. I use toilet paper.
You.
Anyway, RJ.
I have determined that his superpower is the ability to leap small conclusion jumps in a single bound.
Yeah, I think you're pretty much right.
His
I think you're
superpower is
spot
to be
on.
oblivious at any given time.
Yeah. Oh,
Hold on. Can we just say he's faster than the speed of dumb?
Well, that varies with age.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Who the hell starts counting with their ring finger?
Results may vary.
Who is what?
It's very disturbing.
He's counting with his ring finger.
Oh, he's counting backwards.
Well, he could
Yeah.
be using his
That's
middle
weird.
finger.
Who does that? Like,
Like
it doesn't
look like his ring finger.
Well, yeah, because you have to cross
ring
other
finger, you can tell.
fingers.
You want out, buddy?
Right, you have to cross other fingers. It's weird.
I think he's just trying to avoid flipping everybody off because he knows his whole thing
Yeah.
is just shit.
Well, let's continue. Or no, but wait.
Okay.
Bo's got his hand up.
Really don't want to.
Yeah. I have a sneaky suspicion that he's actually just jealous. He hasn't learned how to do it himself, so he doesn't want anyone else to do it. So he's trying to convince people not to.
Is he one of these brutes that thinks that any sex is evil?
Probably.
Possibly.
All right. Well, let's take a listen.
How is it that somebody has to learn how to do that?
How to not do that?
Isn't it just kind of like instinctual?
That's a good
I think it's more of
question.
an
No, I don't
accidental
think. Actually,
discovery.
to be serious about it, I don't think it is.
I don't think
something
it's
that you just
instinctual.
know.
I don't think it's instinctual. I don't think it's learned. I think it's more of an accidental discovery.
Yeah, I mean, I have.
Oh.
I mean, anyone who has kids or have a large family, etc., must have noticed, especially boys, because that's easier to see. At a certain point when they start becoming aware of their bodies and they mess around with stuff, you'll see those boys touching themselves in a special place all the time.
Usually on the floor, they start discovering what's down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they pretty much know every morning what's down there when they have a little tent with them in bed.
Anyway, we're gonna move on. We'll get past the first 16. This is a 10-minute
Yeah,
video,
we gotta
guys.
find out about
Put your
semen
hand
retention.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Basically, whatever you want. Better skin, better hair. This is it.
Better spleen.
We finally did it. We
pause.
finally did it. Let's go.
So he goes on about better hair, better skin, but look how white his teeth are. I don't think semen retention's a problem.
Does it all build up?
Well,
Can you zoom in? I want to see if there's any pubic hairs in those teeth.
Ew. or not.
He uses it for toothpaste.
I think all of his beard is pubic hair, maybe.
The beard sure looks like it.
Won't let me.
It looks
Yeah,
a little
let me.
scraggly.
Oh well. All
Well,
right.
technically, isn't facial hair pubic in nature? I mean, it's.
No.
Well, if
Oh,
it's
that's,
the heat. That's what pubic hair does, hold in heat. So
They
possibly.
start. I thought it was for friction reduction.
Oh my god. It's for saving flavor.
Oh dear.
Oh my God.
Chris Kelling, you had your hand up?
yeah, when he mentioned hair, the only thing I could think of is what about Mary, where
Oh no!
there was the scene
No,
where
that scene. Oh
Cameron
my God,
Diaz
no.
comes in on ends up
geez.
thinking it's hair gel.
Gross.
Yes.
But I would like to point
I
out
don't
in
even
all
want to know what
seriousness-
that's from. No.
I would
no.
like to point out in all seriousness,
A movie.
seriousness though,
Yes.
Good hair, good skin is not a superpower.
It's not.
It's called taking a bath.
All right.
Or a
Bo,
shower.
you had your hand up?
No, it's hyaluronic
Yeah.
acid.
Just because we were wondering about it, technically speaking, a beard is pubic hair. The Latin word for age of maturity is pubertatum. So it is actually pubic hair.
Dude, that
Weird.
qualifies for armpit hair and chest hair. And you mean I got nuts on
sure.
my chest?
Yeah. I have never thought of it
And
that
my
way.
chin?
Men are just one big ball of pubic hair.
Zmorph in the live chat says, I missed something. What is this guy advertising? He's advertising the benefits or the superpowers you get from no FAP or semen retention. So, yeah, whole bunch of
actually been
stuff.
doing
learn
something
how to
wrong.
do it.
And so far, his list of superpowers is beautiful skin and great hair.
Yeah. And Al in the live chat says, shitty gray sweatshirts, I think.
Doesn't that mean that if you eventually get married and you have a lot of kids, your skin quality deteriorates,
I would
etc.?
just like to have somebody run through his bedroom with a black light and see how much of a liar he is.
It's kind of sad though that he has to sacrifice orgasm to retain his sperm. Couldn't he get the same result by swallowing?
Whoa. Well, that might be how he got his white teeth.
Ew. Anyway, with that, we're going to move
Well, we're
on.
going downhill fast here.
He also doesn't
we
need
always?
to buy hair wax.
Yep,
Because,
we're
yeah.
moving on. Here we
We
go.
apologize for any youngsters in the audience offended by the strange nature of tonight's subject.
No, we're not. It's listed as not made for kids.
Ah, true.
We're sorry.
All right, so I'm preface this real quick. I was
I hope
doing
so.
a root chakra, basically a chakra sequence, and going really in depth into
No,
chakras
no,
because
drink.
of ancient
Don't
Greek.
chakras.
Yes, Tornado.
Are you seriously telling me that I have a glowing red spinning wheel in my scrotum?
Well, you
Well,
might,
we
Tornado,
haven't
you're really
wanted to
different.
let you know before now, but
Well, now that you ask.
The birds and the bees.
See, biology, you know.
Martimer
Yeah.
81. Gotta love him.
Oh, jeez. Crypto457 in the live chat says, I call bullshit this guy doesn't fap. I bet he has a search history that would make Hugh Hefner rise from the dead and blush 10 times over.
Oh, wow.
That's harsh. RJ, you had your hand up?
but you got to admit, having that glowing chakra in your gonads or wherever is kind of handy when the flashlight on your smartphone fails.
Ew.
Wait a minute, Hugh Hefner is dead?
Spewed off the red-nosed penis.
Yeah, he's been dead for a while, hasn't he?
Okay,
Hugh Hefner been dead for a
Sean.
while.
Sean, you now have to pay for my therapist.
What did I miss? Why was there?
I need a therapist now because you ruined Rudolph.
Oh.
$1 million.
Tornado, you keep it up, I will make it a full-blown parody.
Yeah, he will. Don't
Hey,
Don't
Tornado,
doubt
are we going
Well,
to
then
make
there's
a point of
Chernobyl the
that?
red-nosed reindeer. That's a completely different story.
Yes.
Tornado, are we going to have to convince your mom about you doing that recording of Songs of Solomon while listening to how Grandma got ran over by a reindeer?
And while juggling
Reindeer,
plates.
reindeer, mhm.
You know, when it comes to 1 year of the movie night 2.0, I'm definitely going to do a compilation of all the screenshots I've taken from these videos.
Oh no.
Between the O faces and everything else.
O-face station.
Yeah.
And a compilation of the crazy moments
Yeah, there's quite a few of those.
Oh, that'd be
Like
going. It
this
would go on
one?
forever.
where Sean is rapidly
That would
tap
last until
dancing
next
on his
week.
grave,
I mean, next year.
Exactly.
metaphorically
Or
speaking.
the ones where I'm laughing hysterically and can't
Where we
stop.
broke Mom NATO.
You're welcome.
And Sean, when I
never
say tap
happens.
dancing on your grave, I of course mean
Yeah,
metaphorically.
I don't know why people find me going into hysterical laughter funny.
Because it
Because
is.
it's hilarious.
Because it just keeps going and going and going.
like
It's like the Energizer Bunny.
Almost keeling over from laughter. There's been 3 times in the last year, or 3 times in the last month, where we've all said, and Mom NATO was never heard from again.
Anyway, I think we're going to continue on.
Let's move on. This video
More
so far has
stupid.
not been amusing.
Here we go.
A lot more than we do know. Okay, so science is still trying to catch up. All right, and what science has found, they still haven't put it all together yet. So
Wait a second.
I had an idea.
So science hasn't put it all together yet, but this guy don't know how to put his hand to his penis.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay. What
special.
exactly has science not put together? I mean, we know all about reproductive history. My God, we are reproducing babies in test tubes by now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My birth sign was Pyrex.
No, he's basically stating that science hasn't figured out the science behind not.
I think his
giving you
mom's
superpowers.
birth sign was a turkey baster.
Oh.
Ouch. Tornado, you had your hand up?
Yeah, science hasn't figured out any of, biology except for all the parts that they have, which is basically everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
You might want to check your history. You might want to check your sources there, pal, because unlike what you want to think, science is not a backwater of 100 years ago.
And in fact, scientists have even had, it was in a documentary a good while ago, where they were literally looking at sex, in other words, intercourse, up close and personal by using fMRI and other, while two people were having sex. And that kind of thing, and actually having cameras up ladies' snatches and guys' dicks while doing the dirty. It's they have done the research. Trust me.
Okay, Crypto, no, it's not punching the chicken, it's punching the snake, according to Tornado.
Punching the cobra.
Yeah. Punching the cobra.
There you go.
or squeezing the chicken, depending on
chicken?
if
Choking
you're
the
a tribe.
chicken.
No. It's better to say squeezing, because I'm thinking about those rubber chicken that really makes a really annoying voice when they come.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Sorry.
It's
I was
just
trying to do
having a good time with Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters.
I'm wondering if this guy is of the
who's doing that?
If he does it too often, he'll go blind.
Grow hair on his palms and stuff.
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, RJ has his hand up. We'll go over to RJ.
Yeah. I have to correct Tornado on one point. You made a tiny false assumption there when you asked him to check his sources. He has sources?
Yeah.
I doubt it, RJ. All right, let's continue.
The American Limp Dick Society, maybe?
Jeez. Anyway, here we go.
Damn it, Jen. Okay.
I followed that idea, and we made it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Come on now. Get your coffee ready. Come on.
Get up and pause.
Could somebody call, one of those, cars with padded, walls? And
I followed that idea, and we made it, baby. Let's go.
Wait till he puts his hands down.
Let's go. Oh my God. Come on now.
There it is. Tell me he's not playing with himself.
What's wrong with this weirdo?
What is up? He's too excited about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I think.
Ooh, I got myself hard.
Like I don't know who was that, Crypto, that was saying that. I do think that he has not actually fapped, because I haven't seen anybody get so excited without standing up.
Well, it's probably a good thing he's not standing up. Look where he's looking.
He's like, ooh, look what's down there.
I just can't believe that he's this enthusiastic about not orgasming. Has he ever orgasmed?
I wonder if he's not having
I
one.
think that was an orgasm he just had.
God.
Thank you,
You might be
RJ.
right.
I was thinking
Well,
the
I'll
same
just say
thing.
this. his aim is definitely off. He was pounding the air.
That's true.
If I don't orgasm
Oh.
at least 3 times a day, I
Oh my God, Jen.
Oh, jeez.
Right when I'm
Or
drinking coffee.
maybe his friends never told him never touch your dick right after you have oiled yourself up with that tiger. What do you
the
call
tiger
it?
bomb.
Tiger salve.
Tiger bomb.
Yeah, because it kind of makes ow.
Ow, yes.
I tried that once. That was not funny.
I thought you were going to say tiger in your tank.
No, not. Hey, I only what do you call it? Just grazed my scrotum, not the whole thing. Just not funny.
I feel this
was
is a TMI situation.
Right? I mean, we all love you, Bo, but
the important thing to
much
remember here.
information.
Hey, I did keep the
TMI.
details at a minimum.
uh-huh.
And it was still too
I was
excessive.
just say, if that was a minimum.
The important thing to
mention I
remember
have
here
pictures?
is that you cannot catch coronavirus while masturbating.
That's true. It's a solo activity, so you're safe.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, you can't catch the clap.
Solar activity?
Solo.
Solo activity.
The CDC has come out and said that
Not
people should stay
necessarily.
home, especially if they're over
man.
60 years old. You've got to break up the monotony somehow.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can't go grocery shopping on the 9th safely?
Well, I do want to say hello to Terry, who joined us.
Hi, Terry.
Hello, Terry.
Hey, Terry.
Care Bear.
Hello, everyone.
Terry's been sitting there quiet, shaking his head,
Yeah.
wondering why he clicked that link in the first
You have
place.
come into a den of sin tonight.
No. Terry is sitting there quietly wondering about what Mom Neighbor would be doing at the grocery store.
Buying
I'm not
food.
looking for. Well, I wouldn't go to the grocery store at the moment. There's no toilet paper.
That's right.
True, no toilet paper or hand
Yeah, that
sanitizer.
is the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Toilet paper.
Yeah, I don't
Americans
know
are
why
so
everybody's
fucking
hoarding
strange.
toilet paper.
I mean,
know why.
we haven't seen that kind of insanity in Denmark.
Find
But
breath masks. Or
wow,
They're not
toilet
using
paper.
toilet paper.
It does
or
not.
oil
Hey,
masks.
Two people tonight
Newsflash:
came into
the
store wearing
coronavirus does
toilet paper on
not
their
cause you to have massive diarrhea.
Waterfalls.
Jeez.
Oh, geez.
No. Oh no. Not
I don't
that.
comprehend it
Question.
either.
I've got a question for all of you.
I
Yes.
just bought a 24-pack of toilet paper, so I have no clue where you guys don't have toilet paper. We have plenty out
we have
here.
none
Oh,
out
yeah.
I was going to ask, is it just me or is punching the cobra becoming the new bacon flashlight?
I have never heard that
Never
one.
heard
Bacon flashlight before.
Never heard of bacon flashlight,
But punching the cobra is
And
becoming a
I don't-
regular.
Yeah, and I don't have a
Flashlight.
It's from the
Cobra.
last,
Flashlight.
from the previous movie night.
no,
Ah.
it's from Valentine's Day.
Well, they're
was that
making bacon,
Valentine's
but
Day?
that's from one of our animal husbandry tapes.
All right, well, we're going to continue on, guys. Here we go. We're a minute into this 10-minute video, so I can only
do
assume
this.
it gets
We
better.
can do this.
Oh God, I would hope so.
Here we go.
Get your coffee ready. Come on. This might be a long one. So get your coffee ready.
Got my
That's
coffee.
what she said.
And if you have any friends who are on the fence, that you need to pick up and they're kind of just waving and waddling in the water, this.
Oh, baby,
this
if
is
I'm on a
it.
fence, I am not
Let 'em-
waving and waddling in the water.
I think I heard a drink call in there.
We all know that everybody talks, to their friends about masturbation. I mean, of course. What the? Jeez. And by the way, kids, don't drink too much coffee if you want to masturbate because it kind of makes it smell funny.
If it's just you, who cares?
Okay, we didn't need to know that.
But Bo, people want cream with their cream.
Oh my
Know that
god.
all.
Anyway, RJ, you had your hand up?
Yes, for those of his friends who are on the fence, we recommend use of an approvedly shaped condom.
Ew.
Especially if it's one of those fences with the NATO wire on it. Never mind barbed wire. That's nothing. No, NATO wire. That's the dangerous stuff.
Morton Nelson wants me to meet him behind the dumpster and bring $100 with me.
Hey, what you do behind the dumpster with Morton is up to you, Terry.
Exactly.
We won't ask questions.
We don't
And
judge.
Who will be doing the dumping?
Anyway.
Oh, let's not get in scat.
Make sure
That's
good toilet
a cure for
paper.
constipation.
Yeah. Mom Nato, you had your hand up?
Oh, there we go.
We broke her again.
Go again.
No. I'm not that bad yet.
Yeah.
On the fence about what? Not masturbating or not having sex, or just being so stupid that you think you're not ever going to masturbate, because I guarantee you, in your sleep, you come sometimes. So, too late for you, dude.
Yeah.
Does that really happen?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
It's
Really?
called
Tornado speaks with authority.
Guess he's been punching the cobra.
I mean, I've definitely had orgasms in dreams, but I didn't think that I was actually doing that.
Oh my gosh.
TD Lane with the punching the cobra emojis. That is the best thing ever.
Okay, this I have to see.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Tornado, you had your hand up?
Well, yeah, of course, the whole waddling in the water on the fence, Dealio. Dude, everyone does it. There's a time in your life where you get, curious, and I'm not going to continue that train of thought.
Just leave it alone.
By curious? You're talking about your caterpillar buddy? Or?
It's furries, okay?
Oh my
it was
gosh,
furries.
Tornado broke me.
Anyway, with that, we're gonna continue on.
No,
missed you guys.
absolutely not. Tornado, I got a question for you.
Oh god.
Have you ever gotten curious?
Curious about what?
Curious how he's a master.
Kid, you need to
Oh dear.
be better at reading between the lines.
Talking male curious?
Go through puberty
No.
yet.
Being a biologically functioning young man.
Yes.
Well, actually, I do not swing that way, and there's a good reason why.
Oh god, I think we killed everybody.
Don't you think you should
I tell you,
rephrase
we
that,
could have
Maddie?
seen all of this stuff coming.
Wow.
The whole panel is dead. That's it.
How?
Thank you for coming to movie night.
Anyway, the end. No.
You're wiped out by a
How is
tornado.
I don't
Is it
back.
possible?
Let me just put it this way.
I don't think
back
that's the way it was meant, Tornado.
Tornado, put the shovel down.
Stop digging.
back for the same team for good reason.
Bo, you had your hand up for some reason.
Oh boy. It's very confusing to me. How the hell is it possible for some of the panel members here to get a serotonin overdose over the internet? What the hell just happened?
Mom, Nato got broke.
Easy.
We're all broke again.
Turn the gas off. Turn the gas off.
Holy crap.
Anyway, I think we're gonna move on.
Oh my
Anyway.
God.
Good try, yeah.
Yeah, we're
Saliva's for drinking, not for breathing. Don't
we're moving on now.
No, let them know, because this right here is scientific proof. I know a lot of people don't like me talking about vibrations and chakras, but again,
Good vibrations,
You
apparently.
did say vibration,
drink.
not
Wait, who gave Tornado the shovel back? Oh god. We'll go with Bo first. Yes, Bo.
Okay. Judging, breathe, people. Judging by the freeze frame we've got here, he knows he is. Holy crap!
That was a broken gen.
Boy, I think I know why she turned off the camera.
And
Now
muted.
someone's muted. Oh boy, no.
Also,
no. Judging, I didn't even finish.
Yeah, no.
Not that my comment. Damn it.
Neither did he.
Judging by the freeze frame here, he's laughing his ass off, and he knows that on the inside, and he's up to here before he explodes of just laughing and other types of explosions. I guess.
I think we broke Mom NATO again.
Breathing is one of those important things.
Yeah, kind of important. Hey, Tornado, go punch your mother on the shin or something. Just
Careful what you tell him to punch, please.
Laughing.
Trying to tell me to punch the cobra.
Tornado, we're talking about you and your mother.
Hey, let's not talk about that, Bo.
No, okay. I'll just try to be a bit
Phrasing,
serious.
Bo.
Yeah, before
Don't take
he,
your foot out of your mouth.
before he started talking about this nonsense that he's jabbing or whatever that hey, wait a minute, cobra hand he's trying to do there. Yeah, all right,
Cobra Kai.
God.
He said something scientific proof.
Yes, we
Can we
haven't
just
gotten
call
there
a
yet.
drink on that alone? Because scientific proof, we're not talking about mathematics here, as far as I know. So
Well, we haven't even gotten to
there
the
is no
scientific proof yet, so.
We're only a minute 30 into a 10-minute 30 video.
Yeah. Chris Kelling, you had your hand up?
Yeah, scientific proof. I mean, was that like a sleep study or?
A not so sleep study, maybe.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Trombonus
observational
interruptus,
study?
something. I don't know.
They had him in a room for 48 hours or something.
No,
Sure,
guys,
something.
get it right. It's coitus interruptus.
Coitus interruptus, yes.
Well, if you
how would you
listen
know
to Edie
that,
Cubach,
Tornado?
it's trombonus interruptus. So.
And RJ, you had your hand up?
God.
Well, let's put it this way. The guy he met at the adult bookstore said it was going to be a scientific study.
Oh, no. How much did he offer to pay him for the scientific study?
I always thought those books were those biology periodicals, but okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't even think they sell books anymore. They still call them bookstores, but I don't think they sell books anymore.
Could a book like that for men actually be called a periodical?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez.
Hey,
every now and then.
I have
catch.
living proof
Good
right
catch
next
there.
to me that guys man straight. Thank you very much.
Guys, what?
Man straight.
Oh, yes. Yes, man.
They go
Manscaped.
through their
Gotcha.
time of the month.
They have PMS too.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
For sure.
Oh, we have a super chat.
Super chat from Morton Nielsen. He says, for 45 dick dollars, he says, sigh, demonetized. Oh well, you will learn in time. Yeah, it's a common thing around here, you know. So for some reason, our videos always get flagged. I don't know.
You can't tell why.
I don't know why.
It's not like we're punching the cobra all the time.
Mystery.
Exactly.
Nobody said fuck or anything.
Exactly. What the fuck?
Meet the fuckers?
Oh, jeez.
Also, Kitsune Cavalier says the slide trombone. It's a horny joke.
Yes. I saw that. Thank you for
All
that.
right.
And that pun was not worth it.
Yeah, let's move on. I mean, before we break my ribs.
We're still only a minute and a half in, so I think we should continue.
Holy cow.
Tornado,
My
put your
husband
hand
up,
down.
So I gotta keep my laughter down to a minimum.
Well, I would, but then I'd
Good
have
luck.
to punch the cobra.
Good luck, Clover Mom. Yeah, you're gonna
hands
lose.
visible.
Oh, boy.
all the hands where I can see them. Thanks. All right, here we go.
Oh boy.
Ancients knew a lot more than we do know about our bodies.
Oh, God,
So-
no.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Do you have anyone on the
God.
fence?
Oh boy.
Any atheists out there? Let them know. Let them know. I'm going to explain this through
Stop,
science.
stop, hold, wait, pause. We need to get back because I think he said something. I know this is the video we chose, but he said something really stupid when we started sighing and exacerbating, not the other word.
Yeah,
he said some, and we kind of drowned it out. We just have to take it back about
that up.
5-10 seconds or
Yeah, I
something.
took it back 10.
And then shut up while playing.
Okay.
I mean, playing back the video, not playing.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We'll play it back.
So, yeah, if you have anyone on the fence, any atheists out there, let them know.
It was further back than that, I think.
Was it?
No.
Oh, it was in that section there.
Atheists know about it. Okay. What does any of this have to do with religion?
Better yet, what does any of this have?
Scientists.
What does any of this have to do with masturbation?
We're gonna get to the scientific part here in a little bit.
Well, here's the problem, though.
Yeah.
He says so.
Here's the problem. He says that the ancients knew more than modern scientists, but the ancients didn't have things like lube.
Science?
Or
KY.
The internet.
Yeah, exactly.
And how ancient are we talking?
Bookstores.
Exactly. How ancient.
I'm sure he's talking biblical times here.
Yeah.
Very.
When the lube was actually just
Would
sand.
that actually be ancient? I mean, when we usually the way we usually use that word, isn't there a semi-official minimum age? I guess you could say.
I don't know, but
something that's
I can
really
guarantee
old.
Yeah, I mean, when somebody says ancients, when somebody says ancient, I think of times like when the Aztecs were out and about, for example.
All I know is they didn't know more about their body because, my God, they'd stone you so much as if you looked at somebody else other than your husband.
Well, I don't know. Their name was Aztecs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's the Egyptians too, so don't forget about that side of the world.
Do you mean buttocks technicians, as in Aztecs, or?
Oh, jeez.
That was not worth it.
RJ, you had your hand up?
As the ancient prophet once said, birds do it, bees do it, even atheistic fleas do it.
Oh my God.
Inquisition.
I can always count on something interesting from RJ. Jen, you had your hand up?
Yeah, I take exception to what this guy's premise is here, that atheists, since he cited those folks, don't know what he knows. If I'm looking for creative boot banging, I am not going to be looking to somebody who's into religion for creativity. It's just not going to happen.
True.
And now I kind of want to know if the book, I think it's a book called Kama Sutra. Maybe it's just a type of fun. Adult fun. Okay, it's a book. Is that grounded in religion?
Is that an Oxford comma?
I'm waiting for the musical.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just thinking about it. I wonder.
That was in the 70s. It was called Hair.
Kama Sutra on ice. I'm sure you can find it out there.
Ew. Oh, God. Chris Kelling, you had your hand up?
Yeah. Shoot, I forgot. Never mind.
That happens around here. Don't worry. Tornado, you had your hand up?
Well, of course, there's the whole issue of the atheists. Let the atheists know about this. It's like, as I've said before, what does any of this have to do with masturbation? Atheism has nothing to do whether someone gets off watching furry porn.
Or pony porn.
We haven't let him explain it yet.
Don't bring the ponies in.
Anyway, here we go. Ready?
I'm going to explain this through scientific terms. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. Are you ready? Cheers.
I thought he was going scientism.
Okay, as I just stated, I found this when I was trying to do some research on the sacral chakra. the gonads, if you want to call it that. But this is the second chakra. This is located at the pelvic area. This is the sexual chakra, hence the name gonads.
Right.
This chakra is also
Right.
associated to creativity. Blocks in creativity or being hypersexualized are signs.
Creativity, my ass.
What?
Yes, tornado.
Yeah,
there's a lot
I'm
of
pretty
talk
sure there's a
unpack.
different reason why we call them the gonads. But then again, I'm not sure, but I can definitely tell you that there's no chakra down there. If there was, and you were able to present evidence of this, you would be able to claim the $1 million prize.
I want this guy to explain how according to his little paragraph here, how the spinal cord is connected to the penis.
It's not.
So just to point out,
Oh my
just to point out, Jen,
The hand bone's connected to the.
just to point out, Jen, he did just say that the chakra that he's talking about is dealing with creativity, but that's not mentioned anywhere in this paragraph.
Yeah.
The whole paragraph's pretty creative, I think.
My favorite line is the last line where it says the center corresponds to chakra 2, called the blah 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 blah, which means her favorite resort, an apt name for the chakra of sexuality. Where's creativity in that?
Yeah. I like how it says this marrow or sap is passed down the spine. So is that what we're calling it nowadays?
Ain't nobody gonna come anywhere near me with those two substances.
Is he trying to say that jism comes from the brain and it flows down your spine into your testicles?
Yeah, pretty
No,
much.
jism comes from flat Earth.
That's right.
From the inside of Hollow Earth.
Anyway, we have Chris Kelling with the hand up.
Yeah, I so want to name a college team Nads now, so we can all do the cheer. Go Nads, go Nads.
Oh, geez, that's gonna be a new chant. Hashtag Go Nads.
Punch that cobra! Punch that
cobra!
We do have a super chat, $6.66 super chat from Asian Crustacean. Says $20. Says dude has never had someone so much as touch it without money changing hands first.
Or handy wipes.
Well, thank you for that. That's where all the hand sanitizer went.
Cajun, typically I just have them leave it on the dresser.
RJ, you had your hand up?
I don't
Due to
think I
recent
heard that.
construction on the interstate, access to the sacral chakra is severely limited. People attempting to go there should use Google Maps to find alternate frontage access.
You know what's funny is that after this video, we should do the sacral chakra video. They fit so well together.
I was thinking
Speaking
about
of
that,
things
yeah.
of regarding sex and all, apparently Katsune Cavalier says there are indeed religions that see sex as a path to enlightenment.
Well, about 2 ounces worth, yeah.
No.
Well, the bonobo religion is that way.
Mom Nato, you had your hand up?
Okay, I'd like to know how the gonads became part of creationism. And the gonads are part of the reproductive parts of the body, not procreative creationism.
Well, just to clarify, Mom Nato,
just-
he said it was
Procreation has nothing to do with creationism. Oh my God, don't mix your
What
science
about
and religion.
creativity?
Yeah, he said it was creativity, not creationism.
Yeah, I think it was creativity.
Dickless wonder.
She's not listening.
RJ,
Plato
you had your
says
hand
that
up again?
it is made the bonds of life which unite the soul with this marrow or map is.
All right, let it go. Let it go.
RJ, you still had your hand up?
Yeah, I had to put that up because I wanted to know from Tornado. He mentioned that Sexanol. Is that available at CVI?
Jeez.
No.
Sexanol?
So a special order then.
Apparently. All right, well, we're gonna continue on. Here we go.
This chakra is not aligned properly. The Greeks or Plato thought this represented the procreative function, the marrow, the stuff of which sushi.
Yeah, Sean.
So if the chakra's not aligned properly, does that mean you're like not moving your pelvis the right way and it's getting a kink in it?
And if it starts to smell like sushi, take a bath.
That would be called Elvisitis.
Ew.
What the?
Excuse me.
Chris Kelling, you had your hand up?
He made a lot of non sequiturs there. I mean,
Would you expect any less?
Sushi barrel. What?
If you don't have facts, babble with bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, that isn't even word salad.
Yeah.
Where did
Tornado,
sushi
you
come
still had
into
your hand
this?
up?
Oh, sorry. It's just I'm looking at this and reading it off.
His mouse hand
Put
was
your hand
busy.
down.
So now we're calling it reading it off. Okay.
So we've gone from punching the cobra to reading it off.
Anyway, we're gonna continue.
Euphemisms, aren't they fun?
Oh yes.
PSUCHE or soul or genos or genius was made. What?
That's not genius, you
What
idiot.
the fuck?
Hey,
Oh,
hey, we have to be on. Hey, we have to be fair when it's reasonable. I think he just misspoke there.
I don't think
with
so.
the genius.
He thought it
or
meant
genus.
genius.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
He is enough of a liar, which I think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear. Here
We
go.
have to give the poor stupid guy a little bit of leeway.
No, we don't.
Nope.
Okay. Okay.
No way. Nope.
So what Mom Nato is saying, she would like to put him on a leash, just not too long a leash.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Ooh, leashes can be
I want
fun.
to tie his leash to like a nuclear rocket and drag him off into space before it explodes because his stupidity is catchy.
I really like the spiked collar with the leash.
Yeah, oh, you mean the
spike
chokers
collar?
that when you
Okay,
pull,
yeah.
it chokes you
the
as well?
pokey things on the outside.
Well, yeah. Is there any other way?
Well, RJ's up.
I don't know.
We had that for our
I've never
dog,
tried one of
unfortunately.
those.
It was horrible.
RJ, you had your hand up?
Yeah, I was just really thrilled when suddenly the message up on the screen went from blurry to unfortunately readable. I'm impressed with this. This marrow or sap is passed down the spine.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering the spine has nothing to do with the reproductive process.
Well,
Yes,
that
but
was
we
my
have
question.
been listening to a sap.
Well, this is true.
Mm-hmm.
And he has no spine, apparently, because his brain does not exist.
Hold on.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say that we've been at this for 1 hour now. We are 2 minutes and 30 seconds into a 10-minute minute.
I got
God.
something
Have a
to add
good
on to
night.
this.
Yes.
I'm reading one of the quotes here. In particular, semen was considered a kind of cerebrospinal sap.
Oof. That's not where it comes. No.
No.
Unless your brain's down in your prostate, I don't think so.
No.
Some people do think
No.
they're dick.
Anyway, we're gonna continue on.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Biology, motherfucker. Do you know it?
Yeah.
No.
Here we go.
Was the life essence. Plato said that in it is made the bonds of life, which unite the soul with the body. This marrow, or sap, is passed down the spine, concentrated in the gonads, and is the source of life of the offspring. In particular, semen was considered a kind of cerebrospinal sap. This is why semen retention is so powerful. Instead of wasting your life essence, it is now being used to fill the spine, so that the central nervous system can work.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Can we not?
no,
We
no,
already
no.
discussed this. Can we not skip it already?
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. This guy believes that if you retain your semen, it prolongs your life. But it also makes the human race extinct.
That's right. That's right.
Let me just put it this way. Wrong.
Yes.
Wrong.
Very much.
You're
so.
wrong. You're wrong.
RJ, you had your hand up?
Also said that it...
Yeah, I hate to kind of intrude a sort of bit of historical science here, but many cultures have had terrible problems figuring out why we leak the stuff we do. And of course, the semen certainly is in that. In Hindu culture in particular, they were positively obsessive about the idea of waste not, want not, the idea that you really shouldn't want to spend any of that at all because somehow you're frittering down your life essence. And
So
It
they
also
invented
makes the floor
swallowing?
sticky.
Yeah, and they and the same thing goes with bloodletting and other features in other cultures where they could tell that if you lost too much of it, you like died, and so this must be really valuable. So basically, this nincompoop is drawing upon centuries and millennia of pseudoscientific twaddle that people made up because they didn't know anything about what's going on, and yet this guy's using advanced technology media to communicate flapdoodle to people. The irony, the irony.
Yeah, it's pretty painful. Bo, you had your hand up?
Yeah. I can't help thinking, well, okay, he says that Plato said yada, yada, yada. Yeah. Wasn't it also Plato who made up the story about,
Atlantis?
crap, the city?
Atlantis?
Yeah,
Atlantis.
thanks, Atlantis, and he was just joking? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Atlantis was an allegory or a fable that
metaphor.
I thought it's where the ancients were from that built the stargates.
Oh my god.
That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
That's
those
right.
powerful ZPMs, not Z, but ZPMs.
Z-
Yeah.
Here's my view
Now,
on
of course,
Here's my
I've
view
got
on
another thing to add on to this. He said that semen accumulates in the spine. He said semen, which is contained in the testes, accumulates in your spine.
Yes,
Here's
we'd
my
love to
view
come
on
over
Plato
this.
there, Tornado. Plato started out doing all these wonderful things. You know, coming up with great ideas, following through with them, and spreading that information to other people. Later in his life, he saw that people were just swallowing anything he said, hook, line, and sinker, so he became the Earth's first troll.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
RJ, you had your hand up?
Yeah, since Atlantis was brought up, I can fairly say that it's very possible that although he was clearly making a dialogue that refers to Atlantis as a way to tell about his ideal civilization, there is a chance that there were actual elements of things that had filtered down from Egyptian lore that related to the Santorini volcanic eruption many, about 1,000 years earlier that they didn't really know a heck of a lot about. So there's a tiny little grain of truthish. But by the time you get down to Plato, when he gussies it all up for public consumption, it's another matter. I want to also call attention to the fact that he's clearly not connecting this up with Plato, which is a completely different thing that can be used to make entirely anatomically correct penises without any ejaculation of semen whatsoever. So the doctrine of Plato really should be brought up into this as well, and I'm working on my monograph on that.
You can also use Plato for when you're repairing electronics on a board level. It's actually very versatile.
Yeah, and the question is, how much toilet paper do we need?
Apparently none.
And remember, when Plato starts getting dirty, just twist and turn and press it, and just squeeze it around, and it'll clean itself off.
Push it, press it, turn it, squeeze it around.
Yeah.
Sounds like a game of
Anyway.
And that's how you make
I couldn't remember what the English word for it was. The same you do with the dough.
Oh, that's served well enough without the English word.
Need? Is that what you're saying?
That's the one. Yeah, you need the Play-Doh, and for some reason it gets rid of the dirt from there.
Need with
Don't
the
know
K.
how. Yeah. But I like my rhyme better. Unintentional, but good one anyway.
Anyway, we're gonna continue on. Here we go.
Okay.
Properly. This sap Plato talks about is actually something our present civilization has discovered. We call it cerebrospinal fluid. We have found that this fluid is found in the brain and spinal cord. The functions that we have found so far.
We made it 15 seconds. I was pretty proud of you guys. We'll go with Mom NATO.
Okay, it is not whatever he said it is. Cerebrospinal fluid. There's a difference. It is nothing to do with semen or anything else. It has to do with your brain and controlling your nerves.
Yeah, your
idiot.
cerebrospinal fluid is not made up of semen. FYI.
Yeah.
Well noted.
Sean Hufford has his hand up.
Okay.
Huford.
As someone who has actually had a spinal tap done,
Me too.
I like that,
spinal
Ben.
fluid, cerebral spinal fluid is a clear brownish fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If you're shooting brown fluid out of your penis, you really need to see a doctor.
Not to mention, if you're shooting that out of your penis, you're paralyzed.
Yeah.
Because
Whole
one
bunch of
spinal tap
reasons, no.
in the middle of my back paralyzed me in order for an emergency C-section. So, yeah, not the kind of stuff you want to be ejaculating. Thank you.
Yeah. RJ, you had your hand up?
Yeah, I wanted to invite Sean to intone the sacred words, which are entirely appropriate at this point.
Hold on, I'm going to mute me.
This guy is making stuff up.
Indeed. And we have
getting
Glober
moist?
Mom with the hand up.
Yes. If cerebrospinal fluid is semen, what the hell do women have in their spine?
Exactly. That's a good question.
That's how Mary got pregnant.
Oh, jeez.
Is that what people mean when they say their back is fucked?
Her fucking chakra. Oh,
Hey,
dear.
if guys, if we really want to go the Bible route, the idea of Jesus being born of a person, of a mother, of a woman that was a virgin, that's incorrect. That was a translation. It just meant young lady.
Yes, I think that was on an RJ. Was that not on an RJ stream? No, that was a Paulosia. That was a Paulosia.
Go fish. I don't know.
That was a Paulosia
But
video.
I just know that's perfect. You know, it's just
Video.
just like the fallen angel crap. Yeah, that was not a
Yes.
fallen angel. That was a businessman, a wealthy one. That was, he did it bad, and he was outed or outcast or whatever you call it.
Yeah. Just just since you mentioned it, one of the long-standing movie night panel alumni, Paul Oja over there, did a video on that. So if anybody's interested in checking that out about the misinterpretations, definitely check out his channel as well. And Tornado, you had your hand up?
Yes. I like to say that him going from semen directly to cerebrospinal fluid is what we in the business of debunking this sort of shit call a non-fucking sequitur!
Yeah, just a bit. I'd have to agree with you. All right, guys, we are going to continue.
No, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
This guy's specifically talking about not fucking Tornado. How can you say that?
Oh boy.
Yes, this is true.
Again, Songs of Solomon. I'm still waiting for it.
All right, here we go, guys.
Are helping blood flow through the body that carries the oxygen. Okay, so without the oxygen carried in the blood to reach parts of the body, cellular metabolism won't function properly. Cellular metabolism is needed to keep the tissue alive. Another reason no FAP and semen retention heals the body, it also allows better availability of nutrients and deals with removing metabolic waste. This increased blood flow helps this.
Yes, Tornado.
Okay. Metabolic waste consists of the various chemicals that don't get used by the body or that are produced in the body and are generally not wanted, such as carbon dioxide, which you exhale because blood comes from various parts of the body and goes into the lungs, where it releases carbon dioxide and picks up oxygen. That's why we exhale carbon dioxide and inhale oxygen. Some other metabolic waste products get processed down into poop.
Well, then.
You can say feces, that's okay.
So,
well, what this guy's also missing is that after 24 to 36 hours, any sperm in his scrotum is going to be reabsorbed by the body because it's considered waste because it has expired.
Well, with that, we'll go over to Chris Kelling with the hand up.
Lordy.
Uh-oh. It happened again.
Darn it, I forgot again. I'm gonna have to start writing this stuff down.
These things happen. Don't
You know,
worry.
if you fapped a little less, you would have a better memory.
That's true.
Hey,
Quit doing it while we're
thought
live.
Chris, I told you to turn the camera off when you do that.
Jen, you had your hand up?
Not anymore.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Alrighty then.
I've been relieved. Thanks.
Alrighty. Well then, here we go.
Skin and tissues receive more oxygen. This is why people notice better skin and hair. Another function is homeostasis, so it helps with.
Yes, Tornado.
Holy crap. Again, oxygen is picked up by inhaling air and having blood come to the lungs to pick up that oxygen, which then goes throughout the body, and blood returns to the lungs to exhaust carbon dioxide. It has nothing to do with sperm retention. You are a fucking idiot.
But he said it's scientific and things.
Let's get to Chris Kelling before he forgets.
I actually wrote it down this time.
Okay, good.
But you misplaced the note.
Yeah,
Sorry.
The thing is that he hasn't said it yet, but he's right on the verge of it. Toxins.
Mm-hmm.
This is, it's like, how are we supposed to expel the toxins in our body?
I know. That's what your liver and kidneys are for, folks.
Ta-da.
I thought that's what the Kanoki foot pads were for.
Keep in mind, anytime you get these charlatans on Twitter or TV or anything like that, they're saying, oh, you can cleanse your body by doing this and that. You're never going to do a better job than your liver and your kidneys. They are really expert machines. Sorry, folks.
What happened?
Party pooper.
What'd you do, Tornado?
I reckon this guy's doing a good job of expelling shit.
Does that
Yeah,
mean he's,
in the most bearded hole he has. Yeah.
Ouch.
So who was putting on the leather? I heard something squeaking on the mic.
I assure
Or
you,
taking
it's
it
not
off.
Oh, that might have been me. I was just moving my microphone.
Yeah, that was you.
Well, as long as you have stopped throating your mic, we're good. I mean,
No, I don't
it's
need
not-
to do that, man. I just got to pull it out and I can talk into it.
Pull it out so you can talk it. What are you using as a microphone
How
again?
flexible are you?
Oh my gosh.
Not again.
I can even do it from the next room even now.
I'm impressed.
Oh, okay, I have to repeat myself again. I have missed you, you people.
Okay, moving on.
Oh, man.
Homeostasis of the body. Homeostasis can be defined as the stable state of an organism of its internal environment. Helping in homeostasis helps with a huge number of mechanisms in our body. Number 1, core temperature. Main reason why semen retention practitioners feel warm and their bodies can adapt quicker to different environments, hence cold showers.
Drink!
I was waiting for it to
You cut him off. I think he said cold showers. I think he was going to say.
Dude, sperm retention will not heat up your body. What
No, it
will
does
heat up your body is the condition called a fever. Generally,
No.
have
Well,
a fever, your body is trying to fight off something that may have invaded it. This is why they tell you not to take fever-reducing medication unless it's a dire necessity, because taking a fever-reducing medication actually harms your body's ability to fight that infection as effectively.
Tornado, you missed an obvious pun here. Not a pun, just a bad joke. The way your body heats up is by masturbating. It was right there for the picking.
On people here in a second.
Yeah, Sean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Biology 101. The reason why the testicles are outside of the body is so they remain cool to promote semen and sperm production. How
Right.
not fapping is going to raise your body temperature is counterintuitive to that biological fact.
Mm-hmm.
This dude's a moron.
Yes. I think we've already established that, but...
Yeah.
Well,
Your
and also
testicles,
considering
on
that when
average,
you
are
get in
94 to
a
95
sexually
degrees.
excited state, your testes tend to tuck up further into the body in preparation for delivery of their fluids.
Yeah.
You. RJ, you had your hand up?
Yes, I must say, homeostasis, I will not be tricked by such words as that. That is illegal in Georgia and is roundly condemned in Scripture.
Oh, my goodness.
Actually, I think it's Alabama.
Pretty much all
okay,
is deep
I do
south.
thoroughly enjoy
Yeah,
having
just-
RJ here with us.
Just as a slight amount of scientific stuff, actual scientific stuff. I'm not good at talking about this subject itself, but homeostasis. Maybe we should just say where it's actually what part of the body is controlling it. I mean, I know it's the nervous system.
Well,
And the endocrine
homeostasis
system, but
homeostasis is an overall global term that discusses the body's desire to keep itself at a steady state. So it's no one thing that is responsible for homeostasis. It's all the various systems of the body that do it. But primarily, your endocrine system is going to be regulating all the various functions that will keep it in that steady state.
Primarily.
Okay, but is it doing that autonomously, or is it done by the brain sending hormones or whatever? Sorry,
some
the brain or
of it I
hormones.
believe would be considered autonomous. I'm certainly not an endocrinologist, so I can't tell you all, but I think some of it just happens because of biochemical imbalance or balances in various organs and stuff like that. They respond biochemically. But I would think that certainly some of the adrenal gland function with fight and flight scenario, for example, would be brain driven. So.
Well, I don't know the mechanism behind it, but I know the hypothalamus controls overall body temperature. But I don't know.
Making you sweat or shiver, for example.
Yeah.
Sean, you're really quiet.
That's because I'm like 20 feet from the microphone.
Well, speak up, Dan.
What are you trying from a distance again?
I'm trying to be like Harry and grab my penis from the other room.
Oh, jeez.
You'll never outdo Terry. He has the opposite gravity working for him.
Yeah, he's upside down too, so.
Yeah, okay.
This is true. All right. RJ, you had your hand up?
We apologize to our audience for the unfortunate inclusion of calm, reasoned science knowledge that interrupted our usual discussion of the smut.
Exactly. How dare we?
Oh, sorry. No.
Can I ask a question to you guys?
Which is more fun, punching the cobra or smacking the taco?
And we do both.
I had no clue.
That's a
No
tough one,
comment.
you know?
I don't like the taste of tacos. Sorry. I don't like eating tacos.
What?
The one that you're supposed to chew on, I mean.
Well,
I mean, I guess it
seriously,
depends.
Jess, I can seriously answer that.
Yes, Jen?
I'm the only person here who can.
This is true.
And I will take a taco any fucking day of the week.
Well, good to know. I've never experienced the other, so.
So, should we consider that an open invitation? Well, okay.
No,
my God, my body
so.
temperature just went up 5 degrees.
RJ, I hope you are satisfied now.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go. We're gonna continue on.
Number 2, blood glucose, which will, in essence, lower your blood sugar, and with a good diet, less than 60% carbohydrates, blood sugar levels will level.
Yes, Tornado.
Carbohydrates are actually one way to get energy, such as complex sugars or complex carbohydrates, where you have multiple sugar chains, or I should say multiple sugars stretched together in a chain, which provides your body with much more energy than, like, say, sugar, which is a simple carbohydrate.
They also promote inflammation, which is a gigantic enemy of the body's ability to stay healthy.
And also remember, when we talk about diet, there's a big difference between glucose and fructose. I just wanted to put that one in.
You are correct. Crypto457 says, how much of this video is left? We're only about 4 minutes into a 10.5-minute video.
Yeah, we need to let it go.
Get through this.
Yeah.
This is
So
later.
Here we go.
Hey, look, this just means that we're good at sex, okay?
Anyway.
Better at the sex than the. Never mind.
Well, resulting in
forgot his
liver
name.
from not producing glucose. Instead, it then produces glycogen and triglycerides, and this production is then used mostly for the central nervous system. This is thus consumed by the brain. In other words, this will keep your brain fed, allowing it to function at high levels. This is the reason creativity is increased.
Oh, could you go back like 30 seconds on that, please?
What the?
Alright, hold on.
Maybe not that long.
What I was, by the way, what I was talking about, thinking about earlier. Yeah, no one is better at the sex than Sir Sick, at
Sir
least
Sick,
according
yeah.
to himself. Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
And practitioners feel warm, and their bodies can adapt quicker to different environments, hence cold showers. Number 2, blood glucose, which will, in essence, lower your blood sugar, and with a good diet, less than 60% carbohydrates, blood sugar levels will level out, resulting in liver...
Okay. He's talking about glucagon, which is secreted from the alpha cells in the blood. This inhibits the uptake of glucose from the blood by the liver, fat cells, and muscle. Nothing about the brain there.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
Funny, huh?
If you are consuming a diet that is 50%, 60% of carbohydrates for your caloric intake, you've got issues. That's an awful fucking lot of carbohydrates.
No, I'm just pointing out that he's inserting his narrative into a source that doesn't talk about what he thinks it's saying.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what happens if the majority of your diet consists of glucose or just sugar?
Mm-hmm.
It won't end good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, sorry. Yeah, it's
Chris Kelling, you had your hand
damn,
up.
this guy is an idiot.
Yeah, as a diabetic, one of the things that my doctor is always screaming about is my triglycerides are too high. So I don't think that word means what he thinks it means.
I don't think a lot of things.
You don't
mean what
want to
he thinks
have
they
high triglycerides because then you start having low density cholesterol, and that's the bad one.
mean. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna continue on here.
from not producing glucose. Instead, it then produces glycogen and triglycerides, and this production is then used mostly for the central nervous system.
No.
This is thus consumed by the brain. In other words, this will keep your brain fed, allowing it to function at high levels. This is the reason creativity is increased.
And also, what the hell does he mean by high levels?
None of his source is still talking anything about the brain. It's talking about the muscles and the bones.
Mm-hmm.
The brain consumes your some of the fats that you take in. Fats are absolutely essential for brain operation, and it also consumes sugars in the form of carbohydrates.
Yeah.
But
right there, the bottom line. The human brain consumes approximately 60% of blood glucose. Not this glucogen he's talking about.
This
So
is
his own
why
source is
they
saying
say
you're
never
wrong.
put an infant or anything on a diet, that they need the milk, they need the fats, so that their fucking brain can grow.
How do you cite a source that actually directly contradicts what you're saying? Does he expect people to not read what he's putting up?
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty blurry.
Yeah.
I can't
Well,
read
we've
it.
got
About
proof
right.
that people do that.
Yep.
Moving on. while
I
this
can't
goes
read
over.
it, so.
Well, it's not even that. I'm just thinking some people, the other, so we say, lack of research other than watching YouTube videos.
But you took the time
Right.
to actually quote this entire section.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even read it.
That surprises you?
Number 3, iron and metabolism will be better regulated. Iron is needed for the transport of oxygen in the blood. It also helps from bacterial protection. Too much iron, most predominantly from vitamins, but if working properly, your body will withhold iron so bacteria can eat it and thrive.
Drink.
Go ahead, Tornado.
Iron is actually main component in red blood cells is actually iron-ish. It's more hemoglobin. You
Well,
know
there's
the
iron
rust
in it.
reaction, how oxygen binds to iron molecules and thus kind of rusts it? The same thing happens in your body, except you managed to exploit this process to enable respiration across the entirety of your body. It doesn't work like this nitwit is saying. Moving on.
Okay.
The increase in iron also feeds your cells so they can stay healthy. Not sure if we can say the fountain of youth yet.
Okay, I'm going to pause there. Iron is, I believe, exclusively used in blood cells. Period. Red ones, of course. I don't think it's used by any other part of the body. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the way it is.
I believe so. I
think
mean,
so
I know
too.
when I give blood, they check for iron levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think iron is used anywhere else in the human body except for red blood cells. Because of its oxygen retaining properties. But I'm happy to stand corrected on that, but I believe that's the way it is.
Interesting note about iron in your diet, as they say. It's actual metallic iron. An experiment you can run is take a breakfast cereal like Wheaties or something that says it's iron fortified. Take the box of it and put it in water, let it get real mushy, and blend it up so that you break it down, and you will actually see metallic iron collect at the bottom of the vessel.
Okay.
This is true, but
Could
as
you
your
use
body
a magnet
metabolizes
on
it, it actually breaks it down and reattaches to where it's not actual metallic iron by the time it's all said and done.
I don't know.
That's why blood's not magnetic. Because it's no longer.
Well,
a ferrous
it
metal.
is if you use a powerful enough magnet. I mean, you can float frogs. So.
Well, that's actually
I
the
don't
water
know
content. That's not the blood cells.
Number 4,
I'm trying
regulate
to
the
look
level.
for any. I'm trying to look for any information about whether the body is using iron for anything else
Action Lab
than
actually
just
did
blood alone.
Yeah, dealing with the blood. Action Lab actually did a video with using his really big ass neodymium magnets on blood and hemoglobin was non-magnetic. Even though
RJ just put up a
Well,
link.
it has to be either ferro, dia, or paramagnetic.
Yeah,
I don't think it's non-magnetic. I mean, it is a fluid, isn't it? Hemoglobin itself? No, wait a minute. No, that's a. I don't know.
We're getting a little too serious here.
Okay, moving on.
Of blood
Yeah,
gases.
this
This
is
is
about
needed so that the
caffeine.
blood transports the right amount of oxygen, carbon dioxide, and plasma pH around the body. Number 5.
Drink.
Plasma pH?
I was going to say
What
it too. Yeah, plasma pH is not a item to be moved around the body.
Plasma pH is determining how acidic the plasma is. And by the way, plasma is not what gets transported. Plasma is the ground substance that basically holds the blood together.
No.
So this guy is wrong at every point and at every level. He's
Surprise, surprise.
fractally wrong.
Moving on.
Regulation of calcium metabolism. This regulation of calcium allows for proper bone growth and density. This could be the theory that semen retention will cause you to grow and become stronger, so you can get taller.
Not a theory, ass Jack.
Oh no.
This is where the superpowers come in.
Let me put it this way. No.
Okay, I think I know
that
where
was
he's
new.
going wrong here, Tornado, and you can relate to this. Your tissues and your toilet paper after about 6 hours are really, really hard and crusty. So he thinks that's calcium.
It's not.
No, it's not.
But here's the big issue. Sperm, retaining sperm does not add calcium to the body. Calcium has to be taken in through other sources like milk.
Well, I was just going to say, Tornado, you know, they say milk does a body good because of the calcium, so by this guy's logic, wouldn't sperm do the body good?
No.
Actually, milk does the body good, not just because of the calcium that's in it, but because of the vitamin D that they add to it, which allows calcium to infuse into the body.
Well, here's a fun fact, though. Canned clams. 3 ounces of that stuff provides about 26. I know, but it's true.
Hello?
3 ounces of canned clams provides 26 milligrams of iron. White beans, 1 cup provides 21.09 milligrams. And dark chocolate, blah, blah. There's a good long list of stuff here. I'm just looking at Medical News Today.
One of your clams and say a can of oysters might actually lead to sperm release.
Aphrodisiac? Yeah, I don't think so.
There's no such thing as an aphrodisiac.
Well, no, but it's still a good joke.
Well, to some, an aphrodisiac would be, I don't know, looking at a nipple or the smell of lavender.
Well, anything can be placebo, but
yeah,
no, there's just no such thing as an aphrodisiac.
Nah.
They're making shit up. Sorry, John, I had to say it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I should probably put my hand down.
No, just keep it up. At least we know where it is then. I mean.
RJ, what's burning your neck?
Yeah. I'm just kind of detecting a trend line, a kind of a vibe. Let me see if I can kind of summarize it. That our video lecturer is not a particularly reliable source on anything.
No.
Second.
This guy.
Good. I'm glad I'm on the spot on that one.
RJ, let me put it to you this way. This guy gets every single function of the human body. This guy tries to connect every single means of healing the body to sperm retention and nofap, when in reality they are nowhere near connected.
I haven't heard anything about etheric vibrations yet, though. So I think he's got a couple things on my stupid bingo card that I haven't hit yet.
He's trying to assert that every method of making sure your body stays in top shape goes all the way back to sperm retention, which just doesn't work. None of those systems are connected in any way to that, and trying to claim that they are and that there's a conspiracy to keep that hidden, that's an appeal to conspiracy and an attempt to solve a mystery by introducing an unsolvable mystery.
Chris, what you got for us?
Well, Doorknob had the ultimate question. How do you milk a clam?
Yes.
Very, very carefully.
I mean, are there teats or anything like that?
Wait, what did I just
No, they're not mammals. Jesus
I come
Christ.
back and Chris Kelling is talking about teats. How did we get there?
RJ, by the way, RJ, ethereal vibrations are bullshit.
Oh, say it ain't
These are the only
so.
vibrations.
Oh, no. Jen.
You can show this stuff.
Damn it, Jen.
All right, I think Sean made a good co-host while I was absent.
Moving on.
All right, here we go, guys.
Basically, so if you start at an earlier age, and let's say you're a teenager, you're not going to stop growing until you're 25. So if you're retaining that semen, it's going to get you to grow taller. Fun fact about me.
Damn it, that's why I'm so short.
Drink.
That explains everything.
All right, hold on. We're gonna go with some hands up. We'll go with Glober Mom first. She's got her hand up.
He better talk to
Holy
Nathan
crap.
Thompson about that, because Nathan Thompson's brain training made him grow, his feet grow, and grow taller.
Oh dear.
God.
But then again, I don't think Nathan faps anymore since he met Owen Benjamin anyway. So.
Won't be so tall, but you'll have a smile on your face.
Sean Hufford emphatically has his hand up.
Oh, okay. So if sperm retention between teenage years to 25 makes you taller, I should be 3 foot tall. Because I masturbated like a motherfucker. And I am 6'4".
That's true.
Well, you have super sperm.
So, let me get this straight. Are you saying that the amount of masturbation that you do is in no way related to how tall you can grow to be?
Pelt, let's just say this. If you want to break 5 feet, jizz until you shoot nothing but dust.
Oh, dear.
I'm just trying to visualize that.
I think so are we all.
I need some bleach after this.
Sorry, I don't. I won't be taking the bills for that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Bo, you had your hand up?
Yeah. Let's see if Global Mom is done trying to strangle herself laughing. Right now, I really want to know. Okay, I have 2 things, by the way. The first is, how tall is this guy? I really want to know, because that would maybe, tell us something. I have a suspicion he isn't all that tall.
You're wanting
and the other
to give
one,
data on the poor schnook?
yeah. And do you guys remember that other stupid video we did a long time ago about
only
giants,
the one?
the giant
about what?
ancient
Giants?
aliens?
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Giant ancient alien. Oh, hey, what about those giants? What were they? Dinosaurs or dragons or whatever? The guy that looked at maps, aerial maps, and he
Yes.
thought wow, those
Pareidolia.
animals definitely
Boy, did
never
they retain their semen.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
dear.
seriously, how tall is this guy?
Oh,
I don't know
think
if
he's
you ever
probably
get to the
average,
segment where they're
5'6".
showing them again.
5'8".
Damn.
Anyway, here we go,
This person
guys.
is doing this video in the 21st century, an age of knowledge and science. Oh, poop.
All right, here we go, guys.
His parents weren't tall at all, but he lived basically in this little drawer. I mean, it's not a drawer. It was like a bed, but it was like a drawer.
What
and
the hell
I promise
is
you,
that?
he probably wasn't fat.
Yes, Tornado.
What is he talking?
I'm gonna channel that one famous, used to be member of Movie Night, Lord Croco Squirrel, and I'm going to say citation fucking needed.
He's going anecdotal. Leave him alone.
Bo? What do you have for us?
I do remember stories from my, let's see, great, my mother's mother, I think it was, that used to use a commode to when my mother's mother, I can't count.
Great grandmother.
When she was a baby and the parents had her over, etc., they would use a commode, one drawer of a commode to put her in when she slept. They didn't close it, but they had it open. It was a great big one.
No, my grandmother did the same thing with my dad when he was a baby. When they were living in her first apartment, she would actually put the baby seat thing in the top drawer of the dresser, and that was his bed. That's where it's.
But
that's
remember,
where it laid.
you could do that sort of stuff back in the old days, but not now, because now today everybody makes shitty furniture. So don't do it today.
Oh God, that was a long way for that.
Yes. You're not wrong, Chris. Anyway, Chris, you had your hand up?
Yeah, I just keep thinking of that Seinfeld episode where Kramer had those, what was it, Koreans over the Japanese businessmen, and he rented out his chest of drawers for their beds. That's what I keep thinking in my head when this guy is talking about putting them in drawers.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna continue on. We're 6 minutes in now. We got this.
We're over
No, don't say that. Now we're gonna fail.
All right, here we go.
And he probably came into the NBA as a virgin, so just a
Came?
little
Yeah.
thing there. Number 6, sodium
Rephrasing,
concentration. When the
Whoa,
body
whoa, whoa,
starts
whoa,
functioning
drink, drink, drink.
Yes,
Oh my
Tornado.
Hear what he
god.
says about
No, but
sodium
let's
concentration.
find out what he says about it, okay?
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
properly, your body will release the steroid hormone aldosterone. Aldosterone stimulates sodium and water reabsorption in the gut, basically taking in electrolytes. So if you're an athlete or work out, this helps keeping you from being dehydrated. Let's go. Let's go. Number 7, the neurotransmission.
Oh my god.
When
Drink.
Oh my god.
Yes, Tornado.
Such a
So
lie.
he's basically saying sperm retention enables you to absorb water and sodium.
I think
feel
he's
like-
saying that sperm retention helps you to remain moist.
Well,
Oh, he's not here.
There we go. I knew it was coming at some point tonight.
either
Jed.
way, he's still wrong because you can just as easily absorb those things back into your body by drinking this wonderful, lovely thing called Gatorade.
Yeah. I feel like a
Just
lot
don't
of the
do
things
jelly
he's
juice.
saying don't relate to other things he's saying. So let's continue on.
becomes regulated properly will allow your brain to dissipate and eliminate symptoms such as depression, mania, schizophrenia, visual hallucination, auditory hallucination,
fuck
OCD.
off, you asshole.
Yes, Tornado.
Sperm retention fixes none of those. Those are all things that have to be diagnosed by a psychiatrist. You have no idea what you're talking about. And passing this off as if you do and trying to claim that sperm retention will cure you of
my
these
God.
things, that's actively dangerous to some people.
And a downright insult. Yeah.
You need
What
to
an
shut
asshat.
the fuck up.
Well, I'm not going to shut up because I understand I missed a call for moist.
Yes.
And
thank
by the
you.
way, masturbation can in some cases be used to relieve stress.
Well, what do you
So
know?
hey.
We're gonna go over to Globermon
Yes.
with the hand up.
And again, what about women? Is he forgetting about
Yeah.
women get depression and schizophrenia? Hello?
Apparently not.
Well, they don't have a lot of sperm.
Well, depends on what they. Well,
So,
okay.
And their method of
Really,
retention
really
is completely
tall?
different.
Yeah, but does that mean that women get extremely tall or I don't know, very small? I mean,
Wait, I'm very short. How does that work?
How does that factor in?
Yeah.
And how does he factor in women giving guys BJs? That's not masturbation.
Oh, true.
Well,
if
correct.
we ingest it.
Simply
Well,
swallow
just
it,
Or
I
just have a
guess.
lot of sex?
Just a second.
There you
that
go.
could actually lead to women doing sperm retention.
That's right. If we
That's true.
ingest
You're right.
it.
You're right. Mhm.
Ah, damn it.
There you go.
That's called external homeostasis.
Ah.
Okay.
Moving on.
External masturbation storage.
Anyway,
semen
here we
storage.
go, guys.
Oh my
And
god.
eating disorders. Let's go. This is all we've been talking about this whole time. These are the benefits, and now they're right here.
Wait, stop.
Yes.
None of the things he is showing is a benefit.
Yeah. I feel like he's just got a bunch of shit
Well,
not adding up.
I'm sensing a lot of making stuff up.
Yes.
Well,
think-
I'm actually sensing a lot of something else.
Bullshit! Oh, sorry.
think I should
Would you
get
like
that
to know what I'm
checked
sensing
out.
a lot of?
No,
that?
absolutely not.
Well, it's that most familiar thing that got famous on the other movie night show. Dun 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 dun. What is da, da, da. Yummy, yummy, da, da, da. Word salad. Da, da. Yummy,
Yummy may not be the best word to use when we're talking about.
I
Okay,
said
I've never
word
changed
salad.
Oh my god.
Just for clarity, Cole.
I'm sorry, Tornado. I just couldn't help it.
Just for
we're doing
clarity,
so well.
Another term for word salad is verbal diarrhea.
Yes, verbal diarrhea.
Verbal waterfalls?
Yeah.
No, Chris. Damn
RJ,
it.
you had your hand up?
You are already ruined my the rest of my weekend by naming that.
I didn't name it.
name.
I just.
You said her name earlier.
Uh-oh.
Did I?
Yeah,
I did.
Well,
I'm
the
sorry.
product, which is her name.
Yes. I
All
did
right,
say it. I'm
we're-
sorry.
We're gonna go over to RJ with the hand up.
Yeah, I think he might want to add another benefit, or maybe not a benefit, let's say just effect of the semen retention. It's a radical drop in his word comprehension skills.
Yeah, apparently. That seems to be the
I'm
best
thinking of heading
evidence.
to bed here soon.
Alrighty.
He's got to go fill up some more
I
I know what
tissues.
he's going to do
go
there.
for
To you.
You don't have to tell us, Tornado. Just if you need to do it, you need to do it.
And yeah,
Just
don't
mute
worry.
first, please.
It's okay if you don't keep your hands above the sheets. That's okay. Just
Make sure your door's
just
closed,
clean out after yourself.
you know.
Have you ever seen that book, Everybody Poops? Its companion volume is Everybody Faps.
I was gonna say everybody shoots, but okay.
Can I find that at Barnes and Noble?
Anyway, I'm thinking about taking off because I'm actually getting kind of tired. See you guys.
All right. Good
Yeah.
night,
Good night,
Tornado.
Tornado.
Tired.
Not
Yeah.
even all the caffeine in the world can help me through this.
Well, go
He's
get
got some
some
fap into
Tornado.
you guys.
Hey,
Easy.
Mom NATO, make sure that if you start hearing some weird odd noise,
Don't want to know. No, we're not going
Make
there.
sure you reach around, give his door a tap because he may be reaching around. giving
Oh,
it a tap.
jeez.
Well, I find it interesting.
remember
That,
to use
Don't
the
worry,
microphone
Mom
before
NATO.
you say
All he's
anything.
doing is adjusting his chakras.
I
Oh
find
boy.
it very interesting that he's so tired.
Yeah.
All this fat, you gotta
Just
tire off
talk,
quick.
you know.
He only had one hand up at a time.
Hey, Mom NATO, do you have a hygrometer in the house?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
has
God.
the air moisture gone up?
Anyway, I think
Oh
we
my
should
God.
continue on, guys. Here we go.
Dude, I'm pumped. I hope you're pumped. I'm going through this quick.
He's
This took
pumping
me
all
about an
right.
hour or two.
Phrasing.
Right. Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
Oh god, here we go.
More?
I couldn't help it. I had to stop it for a sec.
Research, but let's do this. Number 8,
Pump
the
research.
neuroendocrine
Oh, sorry.
system, which regulates metabolism.
Oh,
Better working
wow.
metabolism means more energy. The extra energy everyone gets. This also means loss of fat. Goodbye, double chin and man boobs.
Not
Welcome.
But
necessarily.
wait, I don't understand how he goes from no fapping to a benefit of the neuroendocrine system. She doesn't make a connection.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
Like if you just keep citing these, brief descriptions of things, that doesn't mean it has anything to do with your original statement. I don't.
No, but he's just doing a different version of Kenthovianism. Sorry, he just what do you call it? He just attacks you with nonsense after nonsense after nonsense, etc., etc., etc. So you get overwhelmed and you just what, and then you forget about
you forget about
trying
what
to
he said
combat it.
before.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. Well, Chris Kelling, you had your hand up.
Yeah, do we have a reading on the journism scale for this guy?
No, this is a jism scale, literally. I mean, a negative jism scale.
Scale for that?
It is currently
How much does it
2.6.
weigh? Thanks, RJ. And
Would that be in milliliters?
liters.
Well, it's certainly not ounces.
All right, here we go, guys.
Welcome to your primal body again. Let's do this. Number
Ooh,
9.
primal body.
One of the last
What?
ones is the regulation of gene expression. When functioning properly, this will also help combat depression
Hold.
and bipolar.
Wait a minute. What did he say? Did he
Something
say?
that's completely wrong.
Well, yeah.
Did he say
Fat
gene
damages your genes. That's what
expression?
he's saying.
Yeah.
Expression?
Here we go.
He didn't say gender expression, so
No.
he must have
I
said
thought it said
gene.
Jane something. Jane.
Gene
I couldn't
expression. What the? Yeah, I know it's nonsense, but what the hell was he saying?
All genes that
lot
have
of
expression, gene
Yes, but they
expression
don't have
just
diddly
means
squat to
I'm
do
not-
with whether you keep
well,
your sperm or
Giorgio
not.
jeans?
Not my
or,
jeans. I'm not
Levi's
wearing
or
any.
Semen.
genetic expression only means the results that a given chain of DNA will create or make happen.
Ah, okay.
I'm
I
beginning
was
to
way
think
off
this
on that
guy
one.
doesn't know shit.
Took that long?
Oh, he knows
Yeah.
shit.
No, he-
That's
he
a different
does know
video.
shit.
though.
He knows
Yeah.
a lot of bullshit. is
Yeah,
what
he
it
may
is.
know.
Yeah,
Yes, he
he's
actually knows
spewing it.
far too much shit.
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go, guys.
Yeah.
Do this. Number 9. One of the last ones is the regulation of gene expression. When functioning properly, this will also help combat depression and bipolar disorder.
Fuck off, asshole. Somebody kick this guy's ass, please. I can't
Jen
reach.
Morgan.
I think he constantly had this.
Well, let's see. He's wrong.
That's a good place to start.
I'm pretty sure that what's something that exists in somebody like bipolar depression, or whether it's in manic phase or depressive stage, is not going to be affected by your genes, and it's certainly not going to be affected by whether or not you're fat, although you may enjoy it at the time. It's certainly not a cause and effect.
And again, the whole source of his gene expression says nothing about depression or state of mood anywhere.
Pretty much.
He's just putting up a wall of text and saying, "Listen to what I'm saying. Don't bother reading this."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Here's my
At least
facts,
he's
but
not
don't read them.
flashing it on screen. But,
Yeah. All right, here we go, guys.
Guys,
Guys.
this is all we've been talking about. I'm not even finished yet. Let's go.
Okay.
And finally,
Oh,
the
you were
last
finished
benefit,
a long time ago,
an
buddy.
increase in testosterone boost. Okay, so in this study, it was a 3-week study of sexual abstinence. In this, they found that an acute abstinence does not change the neuroendocrine system response to orgasm, but does produce elevated levels of testosterone in males. But also, what it does is,
Yes.
Elevated levels of testosterone is a bad thing.
Yes.
And also,
Yeah.
this is one we can
Yes, it
fact
is.
check ourselves because he did mention the name of the person making this white paper or journal, paper, whatever it was.
Yeah, I'm just trying to read real quick through his.
Yeah, I'm not sure it has anything to do with
look at the last
semen
line.
retention, which is his point.
Look at the last
guy doesn't
line
have any
of the
retention.
abstract. These data demonstrate that acute abstinence does not change the neuroendocrine response to an orgasm, but does produce levels of elevated levels of testosterone in males. So it doesn't change the neuroendocrine anything, and he's saying that it does.
Yeah.
He don't know how to read.
So again,
Nope.
his source debunks his hypothesis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he would be perfect as a flat earther then.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
I'm pretty
Ranty,
sure.
hello.
I mean, I could be
I
wrong.
tell you,
Quantum
my
eraser, what
my
would he be?
suspicions about his scientific credentials are beginning to fray.
Yeah, I mean, I could.
Would instead of being a flat earther, wouldn't he be more like a flaccid earther?
Usually
Bravo, bravo.
phallic seed.
I'm going to give this guy some time, but again, he's reading the abstract. That's what they think that they're going to find. Let's see if he does anything about the conclusion.
Yeah, probably not. All right, here we go.
without fapping, you're not increasing estrogen in the body. So also you're getting double boost. So you're lowering your estrogen and you're elevating your testosterone.
Oh my god.
Okay. Again, this was only a 3-week
What would his
study.
answer be if we asked him?
So if you go for a month,
if you had
1 to 3
sex a lot
months,
instead of
I always
masturbating.
recommend 1 to 3 months if you're
I
gonna.
actually have a better question. Does he think that an orgasm lowers your testosterone levels? Because you don't shoot testosterone out of your prick.
No, you don't. It's a hormone.
And
It's
if you do,
There's an
seek a
issue.
doctor.
not a fluid, it's a hormone.
My goodness.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like there's just a whole lot of dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
do a no fat
Can we
hard
stop
mode.
calling it fapping, for God's sake? It's not
But
Really?
come on, man. Are you serious?
Fuck off.
Let's go.
Are you serious?
Let's go.
I'm so serial.
Pause.
Oh, jeez, I want to smack him right
Did
now.
he just?
I
Did he
think
just
it's
ejaculated out of the top of his head?
1982.
Yeah. I think I think it went up the spinal column and out his head.
Oh my God, this guy. Oh.
Yeah, he's God.
Something. Yeah.
Yep. That.
In the same
What
species as
is
Da
the
Vinci.
deal? Let's go. Let's go.
Where?
That's
Yes,
all
let's
we
go.
needed. Scientific proof.
Okay, pause
No.
again. Again, numbnuts, and yes, I'm using that term very specifically for you at this point.
Look at his
You
face.
read the abstract. It's what they think that they're going to find. You did nothing about the actual study or the conclusion. So you don't even know if the abstract was correct or not.
Ooh, I know what he's doing. He's making shit up.
He's making shit up.
Shut up.
He's not even cherry picking. I mean.
No, he's
Oh,
just.
hey, wait a minute. A question.
Yes.
Did he say that this this test thing that was a 3-week sexual abstinence thing?
Yes.
I think I found it again. Okay.
RJ, you had your hand up?
That had to do
Yeah,
with
TD Lane
endocrine.
correctly observes here, fucking hell, this guy is way too hype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something more than coffee going on there.
Something more. Oh yes.
I want to know, what is this guy's end game? What is he trying to accomplish socially, economically, personal financial gain?
Yeah.
What is this guy's game? Why is he putting out this crap? Is he trying to get other men to be limp like him?
That or he wants help.
Trying to raise money to be able to put better wall decorations in his apartment.
Is he hoping women will feel sorry for him and come and bang him or something?
God, let's hope not.
Like I said, I think I found the source for this nonsense here. I put it in the Twitter group thing.
Oh, good. I'm
Yeah.
ever
And it
so
was,
glad.
in fact, it's specifically about what sexual abstinence would do to the what the endocrine response to masturbation-induced orgasms.
Wait, how did we get to slapping the carrot in the live chat?
It provides a certain visual, I guess. I don't know. I still like her punching the cobra.
Yes,
No one
punching the
implies
cobra
tapered.
is still the best, but slapping the carrot.
Again, it's only showing the abstract. You have to pay to see access to the actual
Yeah.
conclusion.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
And isn't masturbation like the only cure for blue balls?
No.
Yeah, and a cure for sight or vision. Yeah.
All right.
$39.95. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not gonna do
$40 to read the rest of the article. No thanks.
that. Or the rest of the
What?
paper.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
This is the best part. It says it's a free paper, but in order to see the actual
Results.
experiment and conclusion, you have to pay $40.
Wow. That's
And
ridiculous.
The test I'm looking at here, that was done, but with only 10, a sample amount of 10. 10 men. Only 10.
One
okay.
little, two
Yeah.
little, three little Indians.
Certainly
Four
not
little,
a-
5 little, 6 little Indians.
Not a big group.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you put that up?
I guess this is one of the few areas where they can't really use animal testing before they move on to
Yeah.
they move on to human
Technically,
testing.
they did.
Well, they could. They just don't want anybody to get any pictures.
Yeah. Okay. It's called Red Rocket with dogs. So what is it called with mice?
Oh my god.
Are you serious? Is that what
Red Tic Tac.
It's a reference. It's a reference to South Park.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I don't know if it's actually a thing or not, but
but it ought to be.
Red rocket.
I mean, I've worked in many a vet hospital over the last, almost 15 years. It's definitely referred to as a red rocket. For sure.
And by the way, the results. These data demonstrate the acute abstinence. That acute abstinence does not change the neuroendocrine response to organism, but does produce elevated levels of testosterone in males. And by the way, I also read something about.
That's the end of
I'm
the
guessing it's a mean average, but if an average man refrains from masturbation for a week, that is enough to increase his testosterone levels 45%.
What about a sperm count?
Well, I do remember listening to a radio show about frequent masturbation for men, at least, does help to increase or at least reduce the reduction of sperm health. It helps you keep the health of your sperm count or sperm in total up.
In other words, you can wear it out.
We're going to continue.
No, you can't. It's the opposite. The more you masturbate as a man, the better your sperm is for longer.
Oh no, I don't agree with that at all. Anybody who's going through for fertility treatment receives instructions to stop whacking off, let it save up for a bit.
Right.
So there's a better likelihood of pregnancy.
When they're trying to become pregnant.
Right.
I'm talking about over a long time, not when you specifically want to become pregnant.
Citation.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, I know. I'm trying to. I'll try and find it. Yeah, maybe it's in text.
All right, here we go, guys.
Scientific proof.
No.
Semen retention puts cerebral spinal fluid into your spine. That thus central nervous system works properly, brings it all the way up to the brain and back down.
It doesn't back up. It's not
with the nervous system working properly.
Wait a minute! I just realized that
answered already.
He is explaining how to be a dickhead.
Yeah, literally. Oh,
man,
geez.
What would an unshaved dickhead feel? Never mind.
Let's not go there.
You have to shave your dickhead?
Yeah, this is way beyond ribbed for her
you
pleasure.
You are masculine.
Okay, Bo, I know it's cold where you live, but I seriously doubt you have a hairy dickhead.
What if you slip?
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
Could you use an electric razor? Would that be safer?
Oh.
Or would that be considered? No.
Well, of course, then the vibration might be a problem. Hey.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We have about a little over a minute left.
Come on, we can do it. We can
At
get
least
through
half
this.
an hour then. Yeah,
Brilliant.
we're almost there.
Your brain
so to speak.
is able to basically work everything and keep it in homeostasis. So all those benefits right there are benefits you're gonna feel, you're gonna get.
Where's the superpowers?
Yeah.
We might not have
superpowers.
the evidence for it before, but we do now, dude. Let's go. What's the deal?
Oh my God,
What's the deal? Get out there. Get out there. Get on your grind, create those habits, beat those fears. This is only the second step.
Beat those fears?
No, beat those fears.
Oh, I thought you said feed those fears.
Although I think he's beating something else.
Fears.
I thought he said beat those fees, and I was going to, TD Lane out there is, well, never mind.
He sounds just way too excitable.
Yeah.
Well, that look right there looks like you're ready to kill somebody.
Right?
He's like, I haven't masturbated in 4 years. I want to kill somebody now.
Is that like subliminal messaging? Like, somebody please help me?
Yes. Oh my God, this guy is so pathetic.
I can't do anything now. It's just been too long. Help me.
It just doesn't work anymore.
Stroke my penis.
Probably a
Hell.
limp noodle.
Or maybe he used to fap so much he broke it.
My testicles are constipated. Help me.
See you later, Terry. Thanks for coming by.
Bye, Terry.
Bye,
Bye,
Terry.
Tara.
Hi, mate. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do it upside down again. My bad.
All right, guys, here we go.
Only the second step. There are 5 more steps to do if you want to reach your perfect self. You want to receive the maximum benefits. This is only 2. So you got the root chakra or the holy bone we talked about in the video.
The holy bone.
The holy bone. Okay, so he's got a boner, but he's not fapping.
But never touch the holy bone.
Oh my God.
Oh dear, the holy bone.
I
RJ.
I think we have identified his primary problem, that his bone does in fact have holes in it, and there is unintended leakage, which has been giving him this mindset that he currently has.
Why does Prince out of the can come to mind?
I think he needs to buy a new holy bone. Apparently, this battery does.
Yeah, you ever see one of those like cheese graters, with all the little gaps in it? That's kind of what I'm getting.
It's supposed to be used the other way around.
I wonder if he was one of those boys in high school that got a little bulge in his pants when he saw the girls.
Probably.
Went camping a lot, pitched a tent. Yeah.
Crypto457 says is this guy from where'd he say it? Oh, damn, scrolling. Oh, he says, is this ass from New Jersey? I certainly hope not, because that's way too close. Too close for comfort for dumb that magnitude.
Or as Martin Mull would say, isn't it tragic when cousins marry?
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, he does. I mean, we're making references to Red Pill earlier.
Jordan, it finally shows up.
Red Pill seems like a genius, according, compared to this guy.
Yeah.
RJ Martin Bowles would have said that years and years ago. Do you think he would change his mind now that we have gay marriage legalized?
Oh gosh, no, that he wasn't. He was actually often making references to that point in his stuff. I'm a big Martin Mull fan.
He is great, isn't he?
I have all of his comedy albums.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know that many of them are available on CD, but a lot of them came out. His version of Margie the Midget is just hilarious.
All right. Well, here, let's wrap it up, and then.
Sorry for the intrusion of a side issue, but I guess we're going to have to watch the rest of the video.
And also, remember, wrapping it up reduces the sensitivity, so you can go for longer.
That's true.
And remember that toilet paper roll has extra purpose.
Oh, jeez.
But it rips easily when it gets moist.
Oh
my God.
The prior. And you got the sacral. The gonads.
What? Sacral?
Let's go!
Too excited about the
gonads!
I wonder if he's gay.
But for real,
moly, I don't want to work in the same planet.
So focused
That's
on
it.
gonads. He gets so excited about it.
Is he actually flashing gang signs?
He's fishing his peace sign.
Just means peace as well, so.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All I can say is one thing Red Pill he has over Red Pill is he doesn't freaking echo when he talks.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
Oh.
Probably got carpet in his room.
I think we got to warn him that he's got to stop using the rubber bands on the balls.
And also, if he does have a carpet in his room, I'm willing to bet a lot of money on it being sticky.
Bring in the blue light.
Does he munch on
Like
it?
a theater. It's like a theater floor after
Oh dear.
Oh, kill your dog.
Oh my God.
Well,
Lovely.
anyway, that's
my God.
that's
Well,
the
there
end
was
of that.
time well spent.
Oh, look at that infinity.
All right, let's see.
That was just.
It was definitely just.
He needs
Well,
to get
It
that guy
was.
needs
It
to
was
get
opposite
laid.
of
He's
moist.
too
It was all
excitable.
of that. It was a thing, and
You know, if he got laid, he'd only last for a minute.
well,
He'd
yeah,
last a minute.
it's so
He'd
built
be
up.
apologizing. No, he wouldn't even last a minute. He would be apologizing before he could even get it out.
It's true.
Oh, pre-ejaculation, yeah. Mhm.
Yep.
It's just so
I'm
built
still
up.
trying to figure out how he's connecting the sacrum, not the sacral. Sacral is pertaining to. Sacrum is the object. How he's connecting sacrum and masturbating, I don't get that. Oh. Is it because it's because the sacrum contains the coccyx?
The
Maybe.
coccyx.
That could be it.
Maybe. I just think it's more likely he's just enjoying spewing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he's
Well,
shit, he still needs to
shit
be
and other fluids.
Mm-hmm. So
No,
anyway,
let's pray to God he never reproduces.
But we do not
That involves
necessarily know that
ejaculation,
he has
you
not
do that.
already done that.
Well, this is true.
Yeah, we don't.
Let's.
We don't.
Okay, let's.
Well, we know that he hasn't
Any
donated to a
children
sperm
that
bank.
he has are more intelligent than him.
Does this guy have a name that we have knowledge
Dumbass.
of?
I mean, I'm sure he does.
It just walks around calling itself 824.
No, I'd like to track him down on Twitter.
All I care
Yeah.
about is that I really, really hope that he is not a sexologist.
Oh God.
He's not. I promise, he's not.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, he'd have to give up his the last surviving clerk at the video rental store.
Oh, jeez. He has he does have quite a few videos about this subject on his channel. He's his
This
pinned
subject?
one, yeah, his pinned one at the top of his YouTube channel is called "Why NoFap Attracts Women."
What the? What is his issues?
So,
oh my God.
Yeah. I don't know if that's
What's
his
his channel name? I have got to look this up.
Yeah, it's AR V as in Victor, I D as in David, space V as in Victor, U Z E.
Man, you need to learn
you know
about
what?
the phonetic alphabet.
Zip it over there, Bo.
Oh, there he is. Holy cow.
Chris and I can help you. I mean, hey, it's not that bad.
I know it's Delta, but everybody uses David.
Although I have 3 more names than he does, but hey, still in that alphabet.
But yeah.
Oh, and by the way,
Oh my God,
Jen?
he's got like 20 videos about not fapping.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh my God, Dr.
Yeah,
Root. Yes.
He's obsessed then.
Oh well, we must revisit
Dr.
this guy
Root
at some point.
Yeah, I think
It
we
looks like
definitely
he likes to use
will.
his hands a lot too.
He does.
Maybe that's why-
What?
He uses his hands. He talks with his hands a lot.
Yes.
So he doesn't fap. He's too busy, doing this bit with his hands.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mhm. That's probably why he can't fap.
Exactly.
30-day cold shower benefits and tips.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh. Yeah, if you're seriously in love with somebody that you shouldn't be,
Yeah.
then it could probably help. And by the way, Jen, I talked about that stuff where that there was some benefits in terms of masturbating often and health benefits. I found it in text form, and it's actually from a doctor and a professor of sexology, and the other one I can't really see what he is. I can't find it specifically, but there are specific health benefits claimed by this professor and sexologist. Actually,
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well,
it
post
releases
it. I'd like to
endorphins
laugh
into your
at it.
brain.
yeah. No, hey, this guy is not a woo peddler. Not that kind of
I
thing.
love how the live chat's making fun of me for my phonetic spelling.
Well, of course.
H as in Hovind, F as in Flurf, S as in stupid.
There's one video here he has titled "No Fap: Monk Mode versus Hard Mode Plus Benefits."
Oh my
Does
god.
that
we
not
still haven't figured out what the
sound
superpowers are.
Exactly. We
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm still waiting for that part.
This one sounds interesting. No fap, the holy bone or root chakra.
I love that holy bone.
That kind of that reminds me about something, by the way, if I may.
What's that?
Yeah, he didn't touch on it all that much. But yeah,
See what you
sorry.
did there. Got it.
He didn't talk all that much about chakras, that nonsense.
No.
But
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, if you look at one of those nonsensical pictures of a person, and you can see where the chakras are and so on, why is there only one in the groin area then? I mean, yeah, if you look at a man, a man's gonads are very close to each other, and in that case, it would be fair to just put one chakra there. But for women, women's gonads are more than just a couple of inches apart from each other. There should be
This
two
would require
chakras
that
then.
they have known anatomy, which the ancient cultures that didn't get it right got wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Well, anyway, with that, I think we're going to wrap it up for the night. It's 2 a.m. my time, and I have to be at work in 6
Put it in a
hours.
sock.
So
Yeah.
You guys got to work in the morning.
Put it
I
in a
know.
sock. No,
Damn
put a sock
sorry.
on.
Bring on the pug.
Damn retail jobs. Yes, so here we'll bring
Been
on
there,
the
done
pug.
that.
The cute little pug.
Cutie.
I like the derp tongue.
Look at him, derp.
All the
face.
derp.
Oh, that pug just managed to jerk off, and it was great. And he just, that was good.
Can't get the tongue back in
sticking
his
out
mouth.
too. That tongue sticking out.
He is
That
so
does
I
look
good.
bet
like a
his little
satisfied
sacral chakras are just humming.
Oh dear.
That's
Anyway.
He's got cleaning himself down there.
He's such a cutie. Makes you want to
He's
reach
adorable.
out through the screen and hug him and squeeze him. Call him George.
We do love the puppers and the puggers and the puppers.
Yeah.
So, anyway, with that, I think we're going to head out. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to add? We have a couple of things real quick. We do have the Uncalled For on Sunday night over on the Shills channel with
It's gonna be a
Amy
heavy episode,
Hogan.
by the way. So
Yeah, Amy Hogan, Ilya
Yeah.
Moon, Glober Mom, and myself. It's going to be a pretty heavy episode.
pretty heavy episode. Don't come for a lot of humor, though. We'll try and
Yes.
find some, but
Yes,
it's
not
going
a
to be
whole
very.
lot.
No.
Well, humor or just laughing your ass stuff.
No, neither on Sunday,
This is a very
probably.
sensitive subject we're talking about. It's a thing of Ilya's that she's wanting to
Yeah,
do.
it's a project she's been working on, so we're going to cover that on Sunday.
So, yeah.
So, come join us if you'd like. And then, does anybody have anything else that they'd like to promote?
I think tomorrow
I do.
Tomorrow I'm going to be working on a parody for Another
Well,
Brick in the
Punching
Wall
the Cobra.
because someone needs to leave those children alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep.
Mhm.
I think that's pretty appropriate.
Mhm. Yes.
What?
And, yes, Mom NATO, I think, is out of the loop on that one.
I don't think
Yeah.
Mom Nato knows.
Oh, there's a certain flat earther that decided to flat smack a schoolyard.
Oh yes, Nathan
Okay.
Thomas. Yes.
Thompson,
Yes,
yeah.
Thompson.
Thompson,
so-
whatever.
So he's getting a special parody of Another Brick in the Wall because he needs to leave them kids alone.
Oh yes,
He's-
yeah, because he's now in jail and sitting in there like.
Well,
a
he
dog.
was in jail. He's out on
out.
bail,
He was arrested.
but he's planning on moving because I think maybe some parents had
Oh.
a problem with him.
I
That's
would
my
say-
guess.
Really?
I
You
wonder
think?
why.
That's my guess. I don't know
you have
why.
To realize
He
that
has a-
North
he has a
Carolina
trial
wasn't
date of-
his home anyway. He was
The end of
just
March is a trial
couch
date.
surfing.
Yeah.
He has restraining order. He can't go near any of the schools in the whole county.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
Really?
considering
Nice.
he
Really?
called young preteens young adults,
Yes.
and unless, and I know this as a parent, unless you are a teacher, a student, a member of the school board, or a person who works for the school, you are not allowed to be within 100 feet of a school
Nope.
unless you have actual business within the school.
Would that also
by,
include
Right.
official after-school clubs?
No.
I don't know what you would call them over there, but
the point is that if you don't have that kind of permission or whatever, you could be charged as a pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he did say to the kids, "I love you," and then later on he was saying, "What? Get them while they're young."
Yeah.
What does that sound like to you? Something like
Okay, that
Nambla?
definitely
It's worse than
means
that.
that
It's
he
worse than
is
that.
going to
He is
have
referred to
pedophile
people-
charges.
He is
against
disgusting.
It's worse than that. He's addressed children from the years of 5 to 11
Yep.
as young adults
Right.
of legal
Yeah.
consent age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're young adults to me. It's like, dude, you don't even know what the heck you're talking about half the time.
I think
Andy
we need to
doesn't clean
charge
up
him with
after his
pedophile
dog.
charges.
Yeah. So
Oh.
yeah, that's a fun night. So
Yeah.
anyway, anybody else have anything else that they'd like to promote or plug? Or
I have just a small one.
Yes.
Yeah, I already gave it to Chris here. Not just for hams, but for electronics geeks everywhere, preferably those who like to mess around with electronics on a component level, etc. Keysights, they make a lot of awesome stuff, and they have they're having their annual sweepstakes these days. The last day is on the 13th. Just go to wavekeysight.com. In one word. You can buy some awesome and kind of expensive stuff because they only produce professional stuff.
Of course, yeah.
Many people don't have the money for that kind of thing, so it's a great chance to win some stuff that's very expensive
Can you
usually.
win a
And there's
computer
also
from there?
no. They're measuring. It's measuring equipment, laboratory power supplies, signal generators, network analyzers, that kind of thing.
Nah,
So-
nothing I need.
So, nah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
speaking of
they also-
electronics and electrical stuff, my friend here has lost the ability to vibrate.
Jen,
So donations.
Well, is it Bluetooth?
no.
Is it Bluetooth enabled? You just have.
No,
if that's the
it's
case,
just
you just
burned
have
out.
to do a factory reset.
It's about 30 years old. It just burned out.
Oh my god.
Well, gee, I wonder why.
Okay. Are you saying that all of a sudden your snatch started smoking? Is that what you're saying?
Oh my god.
No,
that would have been fun.
It does that every. Paul, it does that every time.
And you're doing
we
it
are
too
still
fast.
live, Bo. Oh dear.
And again, I've missed this.
Jeez. Anyway, I think with that, it's a great place to wrap things up.
Oh, I got a question for you. Do you mind if I smoke while you eat?
Oh god.
What?
Do you mind if I smoke while you eat?
As long as it's not tacos.
Hey, baby. Do you smoke after sex?
Hey,
I
baby,
don't know.
gotta smoke.
I've never looked.
Oh god. Anyway.
Oh, and that pug gift doesn't make it better.
No, it really doesn't. Man.
This is the
Look
best
what you got him.
ever.
I'm so happy I'm a juvenile.
Apparently we all are.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god. Yeah, as Morton Nielsen says in the chat. Anyway.
God, you people make me.
Well, listen, thank you everybody in the live chat for coming tonight. I do appreciate it. As always, had a blast with everybody. And thank you everybody on the panel for coming.
Stop doing that, pug.
I do appreciate your guys' time. I know this is a couple hours you can't ever get back, but hey, it was
I
fun.
joined you guys like 2 years ago.
Oh dear.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Hey, everybody, be quiet. Mom Nato, do you hear anything in the background?
No.
Damn it.
And I wouldn't be able to anyway. I have noise canceling headphones.
You're smart.
For that very same reason, I guess.
Anyway, we're just up to 2.5 hours exactly, so I think we're gonna head out here and call it a night. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one, and see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We're definitely not sorry about this one.